Uh, I need to go to the other window and hit unpause.
That's fine. I'm just sitting here eating French fries. So whenever you're ready, it's fine.
Can you see Squaresoft?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and we should be live now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Balancing Act does Parasite Eve after we moved it back from last time when we did Mega Man. I guess we'll talk about it as this cutscene ends because this is gonna kind of set the scene of what to be expected.
This was supposed to be what Squaresoft did during this era. So this is like the thing where like random words show up with like screenshots of like because Final Fantasy IX's opening is very similar to this with how the words do it. I think there was another game we played where I commented.
Here's a fighter jet at 10 feet above the ground for some reason. What kind of military nonsense is that? You don't fly jets and helicopters like that.
Selection. What's gonna be the next word? It might actually be the last one because I've seen a number of those words already.
Here is a Squaresoft person, human being.
Conception. There we go. There's the next word.
Apparently some sort of kaiju battle with a jello monster, and then a flaming horse.
Missiles. Evolution.
Cars.
East of my battleship. Liberation. Another battleship.
I think I'm just more confused than anything else from when we started.
The worst foe lies within the self.
Oh, could that mean something, Parasite Eve? Anyway, I'm gonna rebalance the audio quick.
Sure.
Because that'll probably be useful. Probably gonna try and bump up Discord so that we can hear. Bump down Duck Station. Maybe bring OBS up. And hope that works. Yeah, should we go through the tutorial?
If you think you need to.
Yeah, probably prudent. And it seems like my controls are already ready to go. So since we're just gonna be going through the tutorial... Oh, I just have to click on things. The reason why I put Parasite Eve on the list for me was, okay, move the character with the D-pad, select item, move character in battle. I actually took a look at this game quite a while ago to... I was wondering if it was good enough to do a video on or not, and after the first couple chapters, I decided against doing anything else with it. And then when I was thinking about it again, I was like, this might actually be perfect for stream night, so I put it back on the list. This is kind of one of those classic series where we're hopefully going to be doing the whole trilogy, so it's probably going to be about 4 months of gaming because Square definitely put their money forward, and Parasite Eve 1 and 2 are both multi-disc games.
Gotcha.
So...
There's a streamer I watch a little bit of. Like, I don't watch her a lot, but, around Halloween, I think she was talking about a couple different horror games.
So...
And she actually talked about Parasite Eve and how she wouldn't mind if Parasite Eve came back. Like, if they made a new one.
Oh, did I just go to the fucking... Okay, I accidentally restarted the intro somehow.
Maybe when you leave the tutorial, it goes back to the...
So, this is kind of one of those, I think I talked to you about this before. This is kind of one of those classic series that everyone kind of talks about being a hidden gem, but no one actually goes back and replays it too much.
Gotcha.
So, to my knowledge, I don't know much about this, and I would imagine a lot of people also don't, so it always seems like a prime candidate for just a quick little look back and see what happened at the thing that no one really paid that much attention to, and I would probably put this series alongside Dino Crisis for kind of the same thing. where I would
I
imagine
want more Dino Crisis.
people who played it had good things to say about it, but it never seemed to have that much of a public profile. It was always kind of like hidden gem status.
I find it crazy that Capcom's making a game where you fight dinosaurs and it doesn't have like characters from Dino Crisis in it that we know of, at least.
Not even a cameo?
Not that we know of. It's not out yet.
Oh, that's a shame.
I don't think it's out yet. It's what is it called? It like, because the whole gist of the game is you have like these super powered suits, and each suit has like different abilities. And then like these wormholes open up in time and space, and they just like dinosaurs just pour out of them. And so it's kind of like Left 4 Dead, where like you're fighting through hordes of something, but you have like special powers that are unique to the armor that you're using. And there's all these different armors that you can use, and then yeah, you just fight a shit ton of dinosaurs.
So yeah,
So it's not like a horror game, but
so the weird thing about this game is that while this is generally billed as a survival horror game, this isn't like Resident Evil and Silent Hill where everything's in real time. For some reason, Squaresoft sat down and wanted to combine their RPG like experience with this game, and it leads into a very weird sort of combat thing that we're gonna eventually get into. Oh, and
we'll look once we get into combat.
this is a winter game. If you couldn't tell from the intro, this does take place in New York, done by Japanese people. So
that's gonna be awesome. All right, I'm ready for that. That's always great. Like older games that take place in America. Like nowadays, you don't necessarily get that like same weirdness or like misunderstanding, just because the world's a lot more connected nowadays because the internet and social media and stuff. So like culturally, we kind of know a bit more about every nation than we did back in the day. But old video games, when they go to America, ooh boy, is it a blast.
So this might be like a Capcom thing where instead of like their game taking place in Spain, it's more like they're taking place just in generally Europe. So we might just, rather than going to New York, we might just be in America.
Gotcha.
Apparently I can't skip this, so we might be running into a problem.
I mean, are we supposed to skip this?
This is the intro again, which is the problem.
Oh, I thought you hit play and then this started.
Yeah, I hit new game.
Yeah, so this
Is
might
this
not
the
be
intro?
This isn't the same as the intro we just watched with the. This is different. This is different than the intro when you started the game.
So this is New York Christmas '97.
Gotcha.
And if you out there think the game is starting a bit slow, let me tell you, it's gonna hit the ground running pretty quick.
I mean, they're just setting up. I was gonna say, I wouldn't call this slow at the moment. We've hardly started. Like, we're just seeing, it's just showing us where the game is starting.
Here are human beings, as done by the PlayStation. Also known as pixel monsters.
Man, what's wrong? You're the one who wanted to come to the opera.
Well, I'm depressed now because I'm a protagonist.
Name Aya Bray.
We're 25 only. Oh, we can change our name.
We're apparently an NY. Let's just leave it as Aya.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Fuck it.
We're apparently an NYPD officer who can afford to have a limo take us to the opera.
Well, that's our sugar daddy, so we're just humoring him.
Yeah, maybe. I have no idea. We have no fucking clue who Man is.
What? He's our wonderful new boyfriend, Man.
No,
how could you not know who he is?
With.
And he's got a rich father, so he's a douchebag.
Yeah. But I don't
also
think,
kind of a
he's
dick.
Our boyfriend. I think we're just on a date with him. Like, I think this is date 1, so he's not our boyfriend yet.
Okay, so that's the menu.
Quick, shoot him! We have a gun! Okay, that's the run button.
Quote unquote.
Please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
He's such a douchebag that he didn't even get here early.
Enjoy the show.
Oh, fuck you, boy. I'm out! How'd you get in here ahead of me, you fucker? How'd you do that?
Can you talk to Man? What does Man have to say about slowly walking through the hall?
Nothing anymore. Oh, never mind.
Let's get to our seats. They've already blah blah. Already? Wait, did he just say the show already started? Why are you bringing me to a late show, you asshole? I don't want to go on dates with you if you're gonna bring me to shows late.
You're so disrespectful to everything, even though these actors you don't know. Here's the chandelier we spent 10 years drawing.
To an extent, he's disrespectful and shitty to his dad. Like, his dad dropped money for these seats, and he's not even gonna show up on time to see it?
Oh yeah, definitely, Jesus. Here's a Japanese Shakespeare, I guess.
Also, I want to point out the fact that we have a prince talking to a king, and the prince wants to marry a woman named Ava, and we're Aya. Like, the names are incredibly similar, and our situation is very similar, because we're on the date with some rich guy's son.
And apparently, in a bizarre twist of fate, all the female characters are allowed to have names. None of the male characters.
Yeah, right now, none of the male characters do.
You can't behead me, I'm gonna kill myself over this witch.
Did he say it was a witch? Father! That's really dramatic. If you are sentencing her to death, then I ask you take my life alongside hers.
She's not worth it, she's wearing a curtain.
Oh, he's got a name now, it's Edward.
Edward and Ava, because apparently the writer couldn't write. We're too zoomed out, we can't show you her singing. Here's just
because other games made by Square around this time did have like more zoomed in cutscene stuff.
Here's just a blinking red dot to manifest the singing talent. And now here it is in pre-rendered
This is the cutscene stuff I was thinking about, where I was like, why isn't it just going to this? Like, I would expect Square to shell out the money to do this back then.
It's kind of weird they shelled out the money for a new project. Instead of, I don't know, calling it Final Fantasy Horror Edition. What?
I mean, Square has games other than Final Fantasy.
That guy just jumped on our date?
Is that how he fell? I thought he just fell into the crowd. I
Well,
don't think it was our date.
To be honest, all the male characters look exactly the same.
Okay, now our date's on fire.
You deserve that for some reason.
At least I
Fuck you! Look at what you did! You set the entire audience on fire.
Not the entire audience, just random people.
I don't know, they're getting there. They're what, like 60%?
I'm gonna go with 40 right now.
They even rendered that guy burning alive. That's a lot of odd effort for this game. Was this like a Final Fantasy project that got transformed into something else, Devil May Cry style?
No, I'm gonna go with not. This is similar to Final Fantasy.
She did it! I know it because of reasons.
Hey, Man lived. He's right there.
What happened to everyone else? Where'd they go?
I don't know, they fled, and apparently Man and us didn't flee, and we pulled out our fucking gun. Get fucked, Man.
Let's get her! Arr.
Let's be a hero.
How dare you ruin our terrible first date?
I mean, that date was going nowhere, let's be real.
Well, we did elbow check our date.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's why we fucking smacked him.
Oh, she also learned how to levitate.
Spooky.
We have jurisdiction over magic.
I mean, we have jurisdiction over the area, and her killing people's a crime. Doesn't matter if she used magic or not.
We still haven't established that she did it. The only evidence we have is that she's alive.
But that, and she clearly didn't panic or stop her performance while everybody burned.
So yeah, like I said, this game hits the ground fucking running. Let's just get into Bizarro Land immediately. Okay, so what's my gun button? I have medicine in my pocket.
Okay, so our ATB.
Okay, it's the X button.
Yeah, so when our AT gauge failed, we did.
Oh yeah, they have that.
Yeah. Remember the last game that we were playing the other week that had that, the Mega Man game? I was talking about how that's a thing that's in a lot of Final Fantasy. That sound effect's straight out of Final Fantasy. When the thing spun around her.
Yeah, because when I first started playing this is what really confused me about Parasite Eve was it has Final Fantasy combat.
Kind of. You don't get to move around. I mean, I guess in the later ones you do get to move around kind of like this. But, because I think this is similar to, I think, in 13? I don't know. I haven't played 13. I've seen someone play 13.
Apparently, Evil Witch Lady knows us. Considering that we just gained our Parasite Eve powers by talking to her.
Well, she said ourselves were communicating when we blah 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 blah.
And now here is a flashback to a PNG. So yeah, like I said, I only played the first 2 levels of this game. This is gonna be a proper, like, fucking 20-ish hour experience, so I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. I probably only played through, like, the first 2 or 3 hours of this game. Her running speed is going to be a thing, isn't it?
I don't know. It's I'm already tired of it.
So, how's your week been going?
Been going alright. What did I do this week? Well, the new Pokemon game came out today.
A lot of stuff's been coming out recently.
I haven't gone to play it though because they were sold out everywhere around me. So I ordered it to be delivered and I'll get it Monday.
Now here's the giant hole.
Which is probably for the best because like today I'm busy streaming with you. Tomorrow I have a Thanksgiving party with some friends. Sunday I have a different Thanksgiving party with a different set of friends. So it probably works for the best that I don't get to play it till Monday.
Hey, it's that girl from the flashback.
Assuming that was a flashback.
Kind of reminds me, I've been watching Made in
We're gonna
Abyss.
play the whole game in this dress?
Probably not. This game isn't like, you know, other survival horrors where it's an entire story over like the course of 6 hours. I think it's probably going to be over the course of like a few days.
Okay, so there's gonna be moments where we're not, you know, surviving the horror.
Well, yeah, it's gotta expand and go to other places.
Right, but like Resident Evil, for example, like you go to different places, but you go to different places because you're actively still fleeing or having to go to a different place while the horror is still happening. Like Resident Evil 2, you go to like a couple different places, but the entire time that the game takes place, horrible shit's happening. Like there's no reprieve. Like you don't get to, Leon doesn't get to have a break and go, you know, make dinner during any part of, you know, Resident Evil 2. Same with Resident Evil 4, that's another example.
Okay then. Here is the thing. It's finally back, 15 years later. We have turned a rat into a dinosaur.
This is gonna be more like Resident Evil 6 then in that regard, because Resident Evil 6's story, they do have like
Well, at least it's not that fucking bad.
Well, no, but I'm not bringing up how the game, I'm not talking about it as a gameplay, I'm just talking about how it works narratively.
How are you doing, rat boy? Yeah, how about some close quarters combat?
Because narratively and narratively, and we might want to equip the club so that we don't waste bullets.
Yeah, that might be prudent.
Because right now I bet everything's gonna be easy.
Okay, so let's get into that old menu.
Okay, so click that and then go to club.
Oh, apparently we're wearing our vest under this somehow.
Yep. But yeah, because narratively in Resident Evil 6, like, you know, you there's a point where they get out of the city and they go to fucking China. And like the time it takes them to get out of the one city and like, I don't remember where, but wherever that college is in Leon's story in that game, like
I think it's just in fictional American town, like Twin Oaks or something.
Oh, gotcha.
You don't mind if I steal from you, do you? Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be needing it. Nice. Yeah, it's been kind of reminding me. I've been watching Made in Abyss season 2 this week, and finally got the bizarre stuff going that I appreciate about the show.
Steak, question about Parasite Eve.
Let's kill this clown. So what is your question, since we're just questioning this weirdo?
Do we play as Aya the entire series, like all 3 games, or does our protagonist change?
I believe probably the first 2 games are gonna be hers. The third one is kind of odd, so they might pull something.
Gotcha.
Also, we're gonna be playing the third game on your favorite console, the PSP.
Oh, that's not my favorite console. My favorite console is the Dreamcast.
I love how he ran out of the room. It immediately died.
Well, we'll deal with that once we leave the room. First, let's loot the room.
We do need to steal that shit on the counter. Whatever the fuck he was talking about.
Right.
Other than that, I've just been, spending time, working on the Castlevania project, and I got... In classic Fire Emblem tradition, I spent about 4 hours in it, and I managed to get through 3 chapters.
Nice.
Because I really wanted to recruit, I think it was Urk and whoever the fuck... I think it was Urk and... No, I got Rebecca on the brain, but it's not Rebecca. Oh, it's Priscilla.
Wait, which one are you playing?
This is still Blazing Blade. I'm on,
Okay.
I'm on, Elliewood. I think that was, like, chapter 14.
Because, like, I actually recognize some of these names, but part of why I probably recognize this game is for like, a couple months I was playing the phone game, like, the gacha game.
Yeah, what was that one? The, like, Legends or Heroes?
I want to say it's Heroes, Fire Emblem Heroes. Alright, let's check that blinking message machine. Alright, we found a key.
Nice. Now we can go loot everything else. So who was this guy calling? Who was this guy calling before he got fragged to death?
I don't know, but we'll have to walk back through the door and walk around the body to find out.
I mean, at least it's not as fixed camera. It's not really fixed camera. It's more like pre-rendered, like those other Final Fantasy games. Why can't I click on phone? The interaction hotspots are ridiculous in this game. What the hell?
Notify the department, she says.
Oh, apparently this is save points.
So we save at phones, gotcha. We save by notifying the
Okay, so yeah, even though I only made it through 2 levels, apparently that was the 3rd day, so definitely not gonna be a one-time thing.
And apparently you went up 12 levels during that time, because we're level 1 right now and you were level 13.
I think it was level 18.
Well, you saved over it, so we won't know.
Well, I don't need it. Yeah, I remember Square Enix got into a little bit of a kerfuffle recently, because apparently one of their recent NFT...
Oh, we got a key! Go back to the other...
Oh yeah, how do I use key?
Well, my guess is you just interact with the door, and if the key opens
Apparently
it-
there is no use item button. Oh wait, there is a use item button. No, there's no use command though.
I mean, maybe you have to be up against the door, but so like put her up against the door, try to open it. Oh, it just automatically unlocks because there you would just unlock. That door was locked before.
Hey, a parrot. Another thing I could steal.
Merry Christmas. Goodbye.
Wait, where are you
Bye,
going?
Parrot.
What?
Oh, turn into a monster parrot.
Okay. How am I supposed to... Eve, you can't just hit a bird.
Well, you can't hit a bird, but she's skilled enough to hit a bird. This is your lead screen, so take all. Anyway, yeah, this game's not going to be as like survival-y of the survival horror.
No,
It doesn't look
no.
like- it doesn't. Based on how much stuff we get when we kill, like the fact that we get stuff when we kill stuff, probably means resources are going to be more plentiful.
Oh, another 6 bullets. Nice. Because I don't really remember having a problem with bullets the first time that I played this game, so I would agree. The unfortunate loss I had recently was that I did have Rebecca die because I was trying to recruit, I think, Raven and Lucius. That was it. That was the second recruitment I was having issues with. But considering it was Rebecca the archer, I didn't really give a shit that she died.
Oh, archers can be really strong units, especially
They can if they survive long enough to become snipers.
Yes, they're a really finicky unit, but
They're still not as bad as Pegasus Knights, though. Keeping them alive is a real chore.
at the early levels. Now, given everything about which classes are really strong and which classes are weak,
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of it rolls into game by game basis.
I was gonna let you know, since I thought you might have been slightly interested, that I did check out Citra this week, and I did manage to get the damn thing working, so I can actually play the Awakening DLC.
Nice.
Because, like I told you before, Nintendo, for whatever dumbass reason, removed that from their eShop. Which again makes no sense because the eShop is still open and it sells games, so I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. Hey, here's a door that's 12 times the size of a human.
Big spooky door. It's probably a set piece. It looks like it might be a set piece.
Well, we are in the theater, so... Or a monster's gonna come out of it. I think we've explored enough. Let's get out of here. Or maybe we need to find a second key with the first key, and we still don't have the second key.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
There's one room we haven't gone in, though. That room to your left, or right. That one, yep.
Oh, you're right.
We haven't gone into this one yet.
Oh, this is nice. Why the hell... Wait, where am I going?
You walked too close to the one inside and you walked out.
Hey, come on. Stop being a finicky heroine. Here's your tough female character, whiny people. It was back here in '98, and it also had working mirrors.
I mean, there's a handful. It's just there isn't always, you know, there'll be periods of time, and I feel like in the older days, like going this far back, it actually wasn't as much of a problem as it would become, because there is like a weird period of time where like all of the games are just like straight white male protagonists.
Just dude bro twats.
Yeah, and it's like when shooters became like super popular.
It's kind
like
of a
around
shame
that
there
same
wasn't at
time.
least like a couple badass kill bitches out there in the shooter lands.
Right.
That would have been cool.
Oh, see that desk drawer's open? Can you loot that desk drawer?
I could give it a shot, but like I said, she is a finicky fucking heroine.
Gotcha.
See, this is why female characters never took off. They don't understand how to interact with the world.
No. And I mean, female characters are making a comeback. There's more female characters now, and going forward, I expect there should be more.
Well, if anyone's seriously still making that complaint, is like, we need more female characters, I'm just gonna tell them, look at indie games. They're all over the fucking place.
Right. But, I mean, AAA should also do it. Like, I will state that, yes, there is more representation in indie games.
Well, speaking of representation, I was gonna mention, I am almost done watching Number 6, which was another anime I picked up for exercise.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna do a little bit more because, like, halfway through I was gonna describe it as a Bubble City story couched inside of a gay romance.
Okay.
But the problem is that there's basically at this point no gay romance stuff, like basically nothing.
So how is it a gay romance to start then?
Because I thought they were going for it. Because at one point in like episode 5, one of the the sissier of the two characters, and he is described as a sissy.
Okay.
Well, I mean like sissy in the old way, not like gay sissy. Like he's a baby.
Okay, he whines. Got it.
He basically says that something along the lines of he's never met another person like the other main character, and he's never really had these feelings before. So I was like, yeah, obviously they're going the romance angle.
Oh, gotcha. But then they decided not to go forward with it, or it seemed to.
Yeah, it kind of it kind of fell back into being more of like a double act. A double act story between just like two guys rather than a romance. But the thing was in like the episodes.
Taking hella damage.
Oh, holy shit! Yeah, you're right. Is that bird a glass cannon? I mean, to be fair, I dish it out freaking hard too. And look at all the shit I got.
Right. We have so much medicine. If one medicine heals us back to full, like, we're fine.
Yeah, the medicines are 45. The other thing I was going to mention is that in episode 7, they do kiss. And
okay, so they're doing something gay.
Yeah, which it was kind of weird because it was supposed like the thing was it was supposed like in context it was supposed to be like a bad diversion. Because he was, because the main character was gonna go back to the city and do a dangerous, stupid
that
thing.
That door was locked and we've never been in this room.
And there has a bird cage in it, where another bird I can fight is. This harp has the secret. Play it, Aya, you have the talent. God, you are so terrible at doing things. Why are you so bad? Okay, how about the chest? Can you open the chest, Aya? I have gun offense. What's this?
I wonder how that works. Yeah, it looks like we might be able to break that or push it or something.
Well, kick it. You have fucking police... Or do that. Oh, come on, Squaresoft. You're not even gonna give us the embarrassing butt angle so that we can appreciate our protagonist?
We don't need to do that to appreciate a woman protagonist. Maybe interact with the skeleton, because we still haven't gotten a...
Oh yeah, you're right, we're still out a key. I just picked up armor.
Although we should probably equip that armor.
You, skeleton, reveal your secrets.
Nope. Damn.
Well... I'll give it another round of looking around, but after that...
Open that... I was gonna say, try opening that closet.
I mean, I tried opening the closet.
Yeah. They need to make it clear in this game what you can and can't interact with.
Yeah, they need more Resident Evil shiny things.
Remember where we found the first key?
Where did we find the first key?
It was under that desk, and like I think the only reason why is because you got stuck on that corpse and you were trying to figure out how to get around that corpse, and so I think you just hit the button to examine and happened to find the key.
I'm gonna go to that dressing room and try to interact with where that clown was standing again. Because I cannot think of where the fuck this key is. Okay, how about over here?
And say maybe go to the far end where there's no chair.
You mean like over here?
No, the far from where you are. So.
Over here?
Yeah. Yeah, like over there, and then on the other side over there as well.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, when you're close to that border, you probably don't want to use the run, because I think that's what ends up kind of getting you a little too close, a little too quickly.
God, I do not remember this. Apparently I can get really deep in the corner, though.
Damn.
Ugh.
Well, we're gonna wander around until we find a key, I guess.
Well,
I'm
we
gonna
got
look for
limited
something that
things to
looks
look at.
like it would be something to interact with. It's gotta be in one of the rooms that are locked. That's what my brain says.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, but god damn it, where is it? It's not in this hat.
This is the room with the parrot.
In the desk I couldn't get into.
Yeah.
And also the door I can phase through because I'm half ghost. I am trying to click on everything.
The bookshelf? Go to the bookshelf.
Maybe.
Because do you see how there's like a little gold speck on top of the bookshelf?
I'm basically mashing the damn button, but Aya doesn't believe in looking at pre-rendered backgrounds, apparently.
Oh, okay, so it's not the bookshelf then. I don't think it's the curtain, because I feel like we would have successfully opened the curtain like we did the closet doors.
Well, if I
That's
can't
the
figure
one
it
I
out on
first
another
need.
round, I'll just frickin' look it up. Because this is getting ridiculous. This is where we found the first key, though.
Yes, this is where we found the first key. It's also the save room. The doors that were locked were these top,
Oh, fuck. Ugh.
the bottom two of this screen out here, like these two that we can see at the bottom of our screen right now. Those two were both locked. And then I'm trying to remember what other ones were locked. The clown room wasn't.
Okay, let's check here. Maybe I didn't look at everything. Oh yeah, this is the one that had the working mirror in it.
Yeah, the fact that the camera changes here makes me think there's something we can interact with.
Well, I can stare at this book.
A diary. November 3rd, Monday. Christmas show is set. This has been my dream. Main actress of the solo concert at the theater. Well, that would be the woman who burned everybody then, probably.
She took some meds and really wants to be the lead. And she's doing one of those deals.
I'll even sell my soul to the devil.
Are they
Hey.
double cast?
Yeah, so double cast means that they're both playing the lead role. It's just some show nights will be one person and other show nights will be the other person.
Here's some opera for your reading music. It helps you focus, damn it. You know all this weird medicine I've been taking recently? I better take more of it to fix this problem.
I think I'm overdoing it with the medicine. Better take more medicine!
I totally collapsed the day after I wrote that.
I guess she meant though that I think she meant she was overdoing it like physically, like she was working herself too hard.
She's gonna work herself literally to death for this.
I passed out again. They told me to go to the doctor and get some rest. If this continues, Susan will definitely take my part.
I'm gonna have to murder Susan.
I need to get better. I need to take a lot of medicine.
That's not how medicine works, lady.
Yeah, well, she's not necessarily a doctor.
I also killed Suzanne.
Susan was burned in an apartment fire. Because I wanted the part so bad? God forgive me.
Do you think they're gonna go into Christian mythology with this game? Because that might be pretty interesting.
I mean, maybe, but I don't necessarily think so. Whatever she stick with is what's, you know, causing people to burn on fire. Better take some more medication and work it.
She's gonna start twerking on stage.
Opening night, everything went smoothly. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. We should have the biggest crowd of the season.
The biggest crowd of insanely huge douches.
And I have the solo concert the next day at the park.
How did you get cast for a play and a concert at the same time?
I mean, it might be a concert to promote the play. But I'm not feeling well. I better shape up if I want to get through this. Better take some more medication.
Aya is putting on her detective hat.
She's got addicted to pain.
Oh, there it is.
Key.
The rehearsal key. Let's go beat up a piano. I'm feeling a boss fight is coming up, so I'll probably switch back to the gun.
Oh, we got new armor.
Oh yeah, we also have to put on all that other stuff.
No, down, 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 down. Oh yeah, use that.
I guess I'll put it on the gun. Why the fuck not?
Well, then go down to the shirt. And put on the end protector. Hey, it's got a slot. What do we slot into the end? Oh, I guess probably the upgrade. Like, we'll get another upgrade item. And we can slot that, I'm guessing.
Come on, give us a pre-rendered cutscene. It's gonna be awesome. Hey, are you the witch? Oh yeah, you are the witch.
Also, notice she has no reflection.
Doesn't she?
Oh, does she? Maybe she's just too close to the mirror. Because if you look where the piano is in the mirror, there's no one sitting at it in the mirror.
That is weird.
So I assume that means she's not. I'm Melissa.
The problem is that this scene is just a pixelated mess.
I don't know. We'll see if she gets up and moves. Well, it looks like there might be a mirror. It just looks like the mirrored version of her is not sitting at the mirrored piano.
Now she's going to explode.
My hope is she gets up and moves around the room, because then I'll know for sure.
Nucleic domination has finally come to an end. What?
That's Eve. Hey, look! Aya said the same thing you said. What the fuck does that mean?
Lady, that costs like $500. Well, considering it's a grand piano, maybe like $2 grand.
Pianos are expensive.
I don't think they're that expensive.
I'm gonna look up the price of a grand piano right now.
Well, grand pianos are definitely gonna be more expensive.
That is a grand piano, by the way.
Also, apparently she became a Final Fantasy monster. So we're literally just fighting a parasite. Otherwise, I don't know why it would be speaking in these, like, fucking 7th grade science class things.
Alright. So, Yamaha acoustic grand piano.
Acoustic? Holy shit.
Costs $55,000. Well, 55.
What?
Well, it costs $15,999. My bad. I miss saying my words.
How the fuck does a grand piano cost 55 grand?
No, 16, not 60, or not 55, 15. It was 15,999, so it cost 16 grand.
Okay, so apparently the meter also runs my healing.
Yeah, because it's your turn in combat.
Because I'm having a real hard time dodging her double lasers.
Yeah, it looks like you want to be in between them.
I think I got her? You also need to be turned into a giant scorpion.
It's the powerhouse of the cell. Don't you know your school?
No, I forgot about it when I became a cop.
Well, I was gonna say, the mitochondria being the powerhouse of the cell is the thing that's memed for the fact that, like, school teaches you shit you'll never use in real life, and then fails to teach you things you need to know for real life, like how taxes work. And so, like, you end up being like, yeah, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Oh my god, it's not a
27 years
PNG.
old.
Here's a man.
27 years old, and I know that. I can't fully explain how taxes work properly.
But I'll know that forever and ever.
Yeah,
Because
I'll know
school.
the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell forever.
Apparently I'm a slave to my own body parts.
I wouldn't call the mitochondria exactly a body part.
My entire arm is made of mitochondria now. That is how I'm going to
it's made
become
out
the
of
master of
cells.
my entire domain.
And every single one of those cells has a mitochondria.
Oh, why do I have to run back here to fight rats? Rat dinosaurs.
We get bullets. Oh, we get more bullets. Yeah, more bullets. How many bullets did it take to kill those things? 3?
I think about,
Right.
yeah, 3 because one of them crit.
Yeah, so it took us 3 bullets to get 6. So we got up 3 bullets from that fight. Like, we didn't actually lose bullets in that fight.
I guess I'll just keep going up and hope.
Oh, she seems to be doing something now. Let's see. There are iron rings on the side.
Yep. Let's go talk to that backup we were promised. Let's also go explain to them why I thought it was a good idea to jump down a giant hole. We're gonna have to file so much paperwork for all this bullshit.
Right? Like, look how fucked up the theater is. We're gonna have to get the forensic guys out here.
We're gonna have to somehow explain to them that the magic was involved. And that our main suspect transformed into a giant insect and flew away. It's almost like you should have a badge on you the entire time.
I mean, we presumably do have a badge. Yeah, see, she's taking out her badge.
Apparently, the police were extremely jumpy even 20 years ago.
Yeah? I mean, yeah. When were the, fuck, why can't I think of the name of the guy?
Mr. Guy, brother of our date, Mr. Man.
Yeah, Rodney King. So the LA riots in '92 happened because of an excessive force and beating of Rodney King.
Hey, he just gave us his bullets because apparently he doesn't want to do his job.
He's gonna hand us medicine or what? It's that thing, spontaneous combustion. You're supposed to be a man of science. You should think that's not physically possible.
Dude, that's not important at all now.
Also, why are you laughing at that? Oh, he wants to be on. God, this guy's fucking paramedic. You need to be a better paramedic. You shouldn't be laughing. Like, haha, a bunch of people died. Guess I get to be on TV. Woo, I'm excited. Like, no, fuck you. A ton of people just died.
Also, he was trying to bump our tits for no reason. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? I talked to all you jackwagons.
I don't know, talk to one of them again, interact with the police car.
Why are you just giving me more bullets? You already gave me your bullets. Do I just leave? You?
I thought it was maybe interacts with the police car.
God, you are a garbage human being, and you should be thrown off the force immediately. Do I just go back in?
Talk to the guy again. See if you get more bullets.
How far can I keep going?
It doesn't sound like your character's moving, so I don't know if you're getting further away.
They have really good ambient sound. Why are you just giving us constant bullets? Fine. Bullets, 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 bullets.
He's all out.
I can't give you the ones in my gun, that would be ridiculous. I need that to go shoot jumpy people.
Bruh, he gave us an app load of bullets, though. We have so many bullets.
Okay, so apparently there's something else I have to do downstairs because that went nowhere.
Must be. That's my thought. Is like we're not supposed to leave through the front door. Maybe that's if we go out there right away. They're there, and you can get bullets before you go and fight stuff.
I have a feeling we might need to go back and interact with that grand piano or some bullshit.
You know, it very well might be.
We'll have to look at it and be like, how the hell did you smash this piano?
During the boss fight, if she had a reflection in the mirror.
Oh, we can stare at the mirror too. Why the fuck not?
I mean, the problem is the mirror doesn't matter now. I wanted to see if the boss had a reflection. Remember?
Well, you'll have to rewind the stream and figure it out.
Yeah, someone can tell us in the comments. That I probably won't read, but
no, they're probably just gonna. They're probably just gonna point out something dumb like, why didn't you hit the fucking? Why didn't you use your special ability powers or whatever, you fucking idiot?
Because we don't know how to play this game. Random person in the future.
Well, I thought that you used the PE moves with triangle, and then it didn't work.
Oh, is there really a special move we're not using?
Yeah, there's a meter for it. Maybe I need to wait until my attack power. Okay. Apparently it just heals me.
Okay, yeah, so we don't have it right. Yeah, so it's probably like Limit Break, and where you build it over time in Final Fantasy VII.
Square Enix just made one sort of game for 15 years.
Parasites have evolved the scan, so we apparently have another ability too now.
Yeah, it's just like Kingdom Hearts. You don't get the scan ability immediately. That would just be silly. You have to earn your scanning.
Nah, I don't think. I feel like this is a game where like scanning doesn't seem useful.
Well, not in this level. Oh, there's a hole.
Hey, there's a hole.
That would have been useful to know. Damn, that would have been a perfect time to talk about movies we saw last week or whatever.
I've just been watching Doctor Who lately.
I suppose we could talk about your... Well, I guess we might not be able to talk about it since you don't have it, but since that Pokemon thing just happened.
Yeah, I don't... Some people are mad, some people aren't. It's every Pokemon release nowadays.
So it's still disappointing people?
There's some, yeah.
That's a shame. Who would have thought that Pokemon would go nowhere in 25 years?
Pokemon's older than 25 years. Coming up on 30.
Was it one of those games that came out in the 80s?
No, it came out in 94.
Maybe I'm just getting old and forgetting what time is. God, we got 100 bullets in this thing.
Right, because that one guy handed us like fucking 30 bullets.
I should probably start going back to the club, just to preserve this ammo we're definitely gonna need in the future.
Nah, it's just fucking use the gun at this point. You were taking so much damage and you're using the club because you kept walking into
Hey, here's a giant frog! Oh, it's the Demon of Song from Dark Souls.
Careful not to pin yourself into a corner.
It's kind of weird considering that we're in a fucking hallway, a giant sewer hallway. How the fuck am I gonna corner myself in the air?
I don't know how big that circle is that comes up, because then you don't have to stand right next to enemies and you don't risk accidentally walking into them.
Yeah, I'm probably overdoing it.
I think we got all the bullets we used back in that. I think we used 6 bullets. We might have used the limit. There's a treasure chest. Treasure chest. Treasure chest.
Hopefully there's not a dragon in it.
I mean, if there is, we'll just fight it, but... There's a box.
Hey, another gun.
A new gun.
Well, let's give it a shot. Why the fuck not? Here is gun. It is going to gun everything.
Hold on, does it use the same ammo?
I mean, it should. It's a pistol-y sort of thing.
I guess the game only is referring to ammo as ammo and not like specific kind of gun ammo. So like maybe all guns use the same ammo in this game.
Yeah, it's not like Metal Gear Acid where you have to have specific bullets.
Okay, it looks like there's 2 boxes down there.
And also,
I mean,
this didn't go anywhere.
Resident Evil, you need to use specific bullets.
Well, yeah, but they, they subdivided into what, like pistol, TMP, shotgun.
Yeah, that game, it's pistol. That's what I was gonna guess this game would do, is do pistol, shotgun, that kind of stuff.
I don't think it's gonna use, like, the same bullets for, like, the pistol and the eventual shotgun.
I don't know, it just keeps calling it ammo, which is
Why do we keep following you? What the hell are you?
I'm guessing that's Eve.
Are you our childhood innocence?
I mean, maybe, we'll find out.
I mean, if that girl is us, then we literally haven't changed our hairstyle in fucking, like, 16 years.
I mean, but our hair got darker, because that girl's hair is brighter yellow than...
Well, that happens when you hit your mid-20s. I'm really old, says Aya.
Careful, there are treasure chests somewhere over there that you can
I think I see one through the stairs. I mean, I'm running into something.
Yeah, you have to come at it at a...
I swear it's right there, but I can't get it.
I think you might be a little too far down?
Wait, where am I?
I don't know. Secret area with a bunch of shit. We're rewarding you for finding the secret area. That's what I'm starting to see.
It's something that increases PE defense.
Yeah, it's the thing we slot into our thing. So if you open up the inventory and you go to anything.
Oh, we slotted into the bullshit.
Yeah,
but we only got one slot. Oh wait, that goes into our gun.
Well, the other one goes into our gun. Because I assume this is what we're slotting in.
Can I not slot? I somehow slotted in.
Maybe these don't go into slots. Maybe these are just permanent stat-ups.
You know those New York sewers always putting in random fucking treasure places.
There are still boxes though. Try to interact with the box. Because there's one right there. It's just I think you have to come at the boxes at like the specific side.
Oh, you're right.
So there's a specific side to the box you have to come at the box at.
Oh, that was definitely worth it. Okay, so let's look at our gun. Yeah, it doesn't go into slots, it just is a permanent boost.
But it does look like there are slots of some kind, because like, see how there's a slot next to the 2?
So should we put it in our new gun or our old gun?
New gun, probably. Because if this game plays like an RPG, my guess is the new gun has way better attack just innately. Yeah, all the stats are just better on the new gun. And that's why I think this game might use ammo the entire time. It's because I think what it's gonna do is it's gonna keep handing us better weapons. And it's not gonna be like, hey, blah blah blah. Anyway, this gun shoots 3 bullets at a time.
And our attack spread is pretty bad.
Wait, is it doing less damage than the other gun?
No, it seems to be almost exactly the same.
Oh, maybe it's based on where we hit the enemy. You think?
I'm thinking that might be a factor.
Because the first time you attacked the frog, I thought it did like 2 damage a bullet.
Yeah, we were leveling up like crazy.
And we got like all the ammo we used plus some.
You really gonna carry all that fucking hot lead in your boobs the entire time, Aya? Where the hell are you keeping all these bullets?
Sock. Except we're not wearing socks. I don't know. Wherever we're keeping the vest.
Oh yeah. Okay, so every phone in the game is a save slot.
Yep, that's what it seems to be.
Oh jeez, I need to fucking take a heal.
Oh, are we low on HP?
Yeah, we're like 38 out of 72.
Might as well use the medicine. Oh, you know what we should have done? Rather than use a heal? Next time we got into battle, use our first turn to use the PE.
Oh yeah, the heal ability.
Because that comes back eventually.
We'll fight you for a third time. Why the fuck not? You're our evil bitch twin sister, apparently.
Oh, they're right there. My body's getting hot again. Okay, so we're also getting sick. Aha, A is ready to take me on just...
I literally did that twice already! I can set anyone on fire from a distance of 5 miles.
No, she can't set us on fire, apparently.
I'm a walking nuke.
Everyone else but you. You are.
You are made of mitochondria. I think it's a bit early to try and figure out what our destiny means, Aya. You need to slow down a little bit.
Also, according to Rebecca's journal, it took like about a month. It took like slightly over a month for it to take the full effect.
Also, she was taking drugs constantly.
Which may have postponed it, may have made it worse. Who knows? But
she's just gonna let us go, cause I guess classic villain thinks that she's
like,
way better than her.
Level up first, get more levels, get more PE powers.
Rise up and face me when you have the ability to, and then I'll just, I don't know, stand around, cackle maniacally, design more sexy dresses made out of flesh.
As I walk around, make my hands, just like wave my hands around all weird.
And then I transform into Jello.
Not quite sure what she's doing, to be honest. Because she didn't transform, she just made something.
Well, she made a sewer monster?
She made a boss for us to fight, I guess. You're right, it is a sewer monster.
Some sort of... Well, you can't... The one thing you can't say about this game is that it's not ripping off Resident Evil 2. This game has its own crocodile monster. What do you mean there are 2 targets? What are you talking about, game?
The tail's a separate target, I'm guessing. Oh, we're not close to... Oh, okay. So, shoot the tail first, is what my brain says.
Did I do no damage?
You did 1 damage with the 3rd hit.
No, that did good damage.
Anyway, we gotta be careful when we stop to take our turn, because if it starts to walk up on us as we shoot, we take an ass load of damage.
Oh, that was missing. Okay.
Okay, so I think if you're facing it dead on, the bullets can miss the tail. So I think what happens is the tail moves outside of that little circle.
Jeez, that does tons. Did I get down to the next form?
Must have. Something's happening. You either killed it or it's down to the next form, yeah. Okay, so shooting the body, the tail's the weak spot we want to shoot.
I can't.
Oh, we can't shoot the tail anymore? Oh, we must have killed the tail and now it's, we have to kill the rest of it? I know, I guess we can scan it and find out.
Oh, come on.
Cool, thank you.
Easily. Well, that's not gonna help. I don't have any flame attacks.
Okay, don't get hit until we have a next turn.
Yeah, because I need to do this. Is it like vulnerable immediately after? No, it's just taking tons of damage.
Maybe you had to like shoot through a layer of armor that eventually broke away.
Well, that killed it.
Or maybe it's low rolls. Or maybe it's based on range of it towards you, like the distance between you and it.
That sounds like a terrible ability.
Actually no, because several times now, enemies have just kind of like walked up to you while you're doing shit and caused problems. So like slow makes it so that they move slower, meaning it's gonna be easier to dodge their attacks, especially if their attacks are melee based. Dot dot dot.
I think Eve just wants to destroy things. Maybe turn the entire world into her image, Evangelion style. Here is Reporter Clown. He is our clown reporter. Seriously? He got us
We're
fucking...
live in front of Carnegie Hall.
He got us good seats at a Carnegie Hall play.
Opera, but yeah.
God damn. That must have cost him...
Are you the sole survivor of this horrible ordeal? I assume other people survived but fled.
Well, they ran away so fast that the news couldn't track them down.
Yeah, because it looked like several people presumably got away.
Apparently this story is so big and recent that occult enthusiasts are already commenting on it. Somehow. I've just been interviewing them as they walk down the street.
I mean, presumably they're phoning them or they're phoning in, maybe, I don't know.
Hey, random black guy. No crimes take place around Christmas, that's impossible. How dare people do bad things on Christmas?
I mean, just that it's a big tragic event because, like, a fuck ton of people died and, like, tomorrow is a major family holiday, and so rather than...
Holy shit.
The fuck?
I'm allowed to punch clowns. Why did he even do that?
Apparently that guy's name is Daniel, and we know him. Is he the chief? Sorry I'm late, Aya.
No, he's
he's
Colonel Mustard.
Partner? Are you a detective partner? Like, who are you?
No, he's just some random guy driving us around.
No, he's a cop, because we're in a cop car.
We've been kidnapped, we just don't realize it. You elbow-checked your date, and he fell over. What do you give a shit?
Right?
Well, yeah, I would imagine everyone else did. The only reason I did it was because he wasn't boiled alive.
Daniel, it wasn't our boyfriend, it was our date. That was the first date.
Honestly, it was probably better than the tragedy happened than, you know, we kept dating him.
I mean, I don't think A was gonna go on a second date with him, but...
She probably would have just ran out through the bathroom window, classic style.
Yeah, see? I had him, so I went with him on this date because he literally wouldn't take no as an answer.
Oh, he's the ultimate dickhead.
Kept pestering me for a date.
Yeah, he's a douche.
He's a douche with money and he wants to flaunt it.
I don't think has opera ever been the in thing?
I mean, yes, but not for like 100-some years.
Oh, she was just interested in it. Daniel is just driving us in like a roundabout constantly.
Right. He's like, alright, just, you know, we're just gonna turn left here, and turn left here, and turn left here.
I forgot how to get around my own city. Don't yell at me, I just came up here from New Orleans. 'Cause I'm a black guy being written by a Japanese man.
Don't tell me... Anyway, so apparently we kind of somehow knew something was gonna go down there, so...
I think she just wanted something bad to happen to get out of her terrible date.
Well, so the other thought that I think is that potentially like the virus was already in her and the virus influenced her to go there.
Oh, so kind of like Silent Hill style where the girl was like, Silent Hill on TV, I want to go there.
Yeah. So like the virus was in us, and so when we saw the ad for the play, it wanted us to go there, and so we felt an interest to go there.
Well, yeah, like 100 people spontaneously combusted and got fried.
Yeah, I mean, like when you call it one hell of an incident, it literally is hell. Like, it literally, like, if you showed someone that room and showed someone, like, what most people think hell
Oh yeah,
is,
no one mentioned symbiosis. Now you're
cool.
just making up words.
Yeah, it was mitochondria. I don't think I saw the word symbiosis, like, at least. Also, if it's a symbiosis, then it's not a parasite. The parasite and symbiosis are not the same thing. A symbiote is where the relationship between you and the thing is both beneficial both ways. A parasite is only one way.
No, but if you throw God in it, then it makes sense. We need more Christian mythology.
You help it.
Here's some Mode 7 that got into PlayStation?
It all started with this incident, 6 days, something.
But I thought it was 3 days. Wait, how did everyone forget that after a week? How fucked up is future New York?
It said people will eventually forget it, so they haven't forgot it yet. It said will forget it.
Eat it, Nintendo! Look at what PlayStation can do with its Mode 7. We have all the graphics now!
Yeah, this looks pretty similar to the N64.
Your pathetic N64 can't stop us now!
In fact, I think some N64 games look a little better than this. Not all, but some.
Day 2? I thought it was day 3. The fuck does fusion mean? Okay, so it is day 2.
So was that cutscene there then the game telling us, like, is that her speaking from day 6 about day 1? Like, is that what that was? Are we gonna
not
like, get
sure
to that
what's
when we
going
get to
on.
day 6?
See, look, we got our street clothes.
Yeah, okay, now we literally just look like a Resident Evil character. We kind of look like Leon from Resident Evil.
Exactly like Leon.
4-ish? No, more like 6. I think his jacket's darker in 6.
I don't think he ever wore a black jacket.
Oh, let me pull up his Resident Evil 6 outfit.
I think our chief looks almost exactly like the reporter that Daniel beat up.
It looks like the Resident Evil 6 Leon. I'll send you the picture. He has a black jacket on in Resident Evil 6 with a white shirt.
Hey, it's Phoenix Wright from the other game.
Oh yeah, Nyx. From the other game, you mean the Phoenix Wright game?
The game that was named literally after him, the Ace Attorney games.
Anyway, you'll see it once we're done. Oh, okay, his undershirt's not white, I lied. But it is a black jacket.
See, this is how you make a unique character. You take another character and make him the other gender.
Well, but I will state that technically this game came out before Resident Evil 6, so her design is not the same as Leon Kennedy's, because Leon Kennedy's in a cop uniform in 2.
Yeah, because he was a fucking tryhard on day 1.
I mean, yeah, he was a beat cop. He wasn't. We're a detective, it looks like, but Leon was just a beat cop, so he had to be in uniform.
Well, he could be like one of those fictional characters, like, I'm not gonna listen to the man, I'm gonna do what I want. And I'm gonna come in with, like, studded bracelets and fucking leather boots.
No. Not if he wants a future job in the Secret Service so that he can save the president's daughter.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened, but, you know, he just got picked up by the feds, and they were like, you're working for us now, boy. Here's a job.
The fact that he's like the lone survivor, or like one of the few survivors from this goddamn city where like all these cops and all these fucking other like well-armed people fucking died, like he showed that he's super fucking capable.
I love how all the cops are like, hey, you need to go downstairs and get a better gun. Just go get a gun, okay? Stop avoiding getting your gun. You need to get a bazooka.
And then Chris and that went on to work for the BSA or whatever it was called.
That kind of made more sense. What made less sense was he also started working for Neo Umbrella.
I mean, yeah, we don't, or at least because I haven't played 8 yet, from what we get in 7 about Neo Umbrella, it's hard to say.
Yeah, because they showed up for all of, like, 2 minutes.
Well, they showed up for all of 2 minutes, and then there's the DLC where you play as Chris.
Which wasn't great, to be honest.
It was alright from what I watched of it.
It was pretty mediocre.
When I watched all of it. I didn't play it, but I watched all of it. It seemed alright.
At least we got to see more of the Wheeeee character. Because the Wheeeee trap guy was at least one of the good characters.
The son of the family.
The son, I don't remember his name.
But he's the, I don't remember his first name, but he's the son of,
Hey look, here's female Leon. Her name is now Kathy. Look at Leon right there.
Now that's Kathy. Hold on, we gotta go through other doors to try to find where the guns are. Oh wait, no, the exit was the other door, because that door said exit. Okay.
All I know about the weapons place is that it's downstairs. It'll be here somewhere.
Okay. But yeah, so...
Here's the dog room.
Or we'll inevitably have to fight zombie dogs.
And here's the sewer grate we're gonna have to use to get down to the lab.
There's also a book on the table there that we might be able to read.
Yep, it's gonna be itchy tasty, 100%.
Dogs are fun.
Damn you, chair, I can't get to the book.
Right?
Why does this chair have such a big force field?
Oh no, maybe when we inevitably come back here and have to fight zombie dogs, the chair will be tipped over and we can get to the book.
Fuck you, pre-rendered backgrounds, I can't understand you.
Right? That's the one thing I'd change about this game, is it's really hard to tell what we can and can't interact with.
I know you wouldn't like it, but honestly I think that more fixed camera would probably help this game. Because at least then I'd be able to fucking get into places and figure out where to find things better.
And this game, for the most part, is a fixed camera.
Yeah, it's got... The problem is the fixed cameras are too wide.
That looks like Leon.
Hey, Pixel Face.
Hey, Wayne. Cut the crap, Wayne. Where's Torres? That Baldy, who knows? What'll be? Shotgun, rocket launcher? God damn, rocket launcher!
Is this guy literally a Resident Evil reference?
I don't know, is there a Wayne in Resident Evil that gives you guns? Who's the
No,
owner of
but-
the gun shop?
I don't know, I thought the fucking rocket launcher was a decent clue. Why are you saying he's bald? He has most of his hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's balding. But
He's
I wouldn't
also
call him bald
he's a
yet.
cop he's a cop who's for gun control.
I mean, the fact that the cops literally have a rocket launcher is a little worrying to me.
Well, especially when
Yeah,
Wayne
yeah,
has
yeah,
access to it.
rocket- Cops should not have fucking rocket launchers.
I'm gonna need that rocket launcher.
The Torres, I guess, is the quartermaster.
Yeah, people literally melted into puddles.
Not puddles, charred corpses.
Yeah, that's kind of how cops works, Torres. How long have you had this job? A young 25-year-old.
He's not entirely wrong, though. Like, yes, some criminals will still find ways to get...
Yeah, she literally turned into
But
an
not
insect and
all.
summoned Jello to fight me.
Right, yeah, the person the shit we fought didn't have guns, but he's not wrong when he says that, like, cops having guns and then, like, the ease of access to guns in this nation can cause some violence to happen.
This is the most... Really, you're just gonna give us the best gun you've got, huh? Is that an assault rifle?
It's an M16, so yes.
What the fuck? You're not even gonna fucking middle ground us with a shotgun at least?
Oh, it's an M16.
We
It's
also
like
need to
literally-
mod the M16 for you.
It's literally... He's showing us... I guess he's probably showing us how we slot stuff.
Which...
The M16, I guess.
Okay, I guess I'll mod this, why not?
35, yes, that's a much stronger gun.
This seems a bit ridiculous for shooting people at the zoo. Or the park.
I mean, yeah, and so an M16, like, you know, like, every time there's a mass shooting, we always talk about what gun to get rid of. We're always talking about the M16. Like, that's the gun. That's
We
the
get it,
gun.
Torres,
Now,
Jesus.
don't
You're for
think
gun
you-
control, we know. We got it. Now get
Yeah,
your
don't
politics
go
out
on
of the
YouTube,
precinct.
yeah.
Well, why not? Let's just mod the guns even further. Okay, using the tool, you can add or remove parameters and added effects to customize your
Yeah.
equipment. If you remove an added effect from a weapon or armor, it will completely disappear, apparently.
Yeah, okay, so this is the slotting of stuff. But, okay, so if we try to on-slot something, it doesn't go back to our inventory. It's gone for good.
Which seems
this-
kind of bullshit, but whatever.
But this is the slot. So he's probably going to give us an item right now to slot.
And he's telling us to keep our melee weapon in our pants.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to store anything. I think I'm kind of good.
Right?
Okay, so how do I tune the guns?
Open the inventory.
Do I have the tool? Okay, there it is. Tune up. Apparently I can't tune up anything.
No, because we don't have anything that goes into a slot yet.
I don't know what this does.
It looks like we spend points to get stuff. So active time gives us more gauge, I think? Or makes it so our gauge is faster. And item capacity lets us carry more items, I guess. So that must be the points we get for, that's just normal system settings.
I think we're good. Oh wait, we should probably put on the M16.
We also got new armor when we killed the last boss.
Holy shit, that's a lot of good stuff. Well,
Hold on, go take a look at the M16 and the pistols for a second. I do want to see if they run on different ammo.
we got 16 bullets for that, and it looks like 9 for other guns.
Well, the problem is that's how many bullets are loaded into the gun. I guess we'll have to find out because when we go to attack,
Probably just go talk to Daniel, see what's going on.
because that's how many bullets before we reload.
Oh, there's another character. Hold on, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you,
Oh.
tiny child.
Child.
How'd you get in here?
Okay, this is Daniel's son.
You've never met my kid before? How'd that happen?
I mean, he probably just talks about him. We are coworkers. We don't necessarily go and hang out and stuff. So like, he probably just talks about his kid.
Probably all those random dates you go on. You never have time to meet my son. Son who keeps stealing things from my wallet. I forgot about that deliberately because I'm a terrible cop parent.
Don't fucking go to that concert. We read the goddamn diary. Remember at the park tomorrow there's a concert that Rebecca's supposed to go to? You know, the one that,
The one she was training for?
yeah, but she's now turned into a monster, so, like, potentially the monster's gonna go there?
It's almost like I'm literally your son, Daniel. You ready to make this anime lethal weapon?
Yes.
Let's do it. Oh wait, well, no. Never mind, this doesn't make sense either way.
I mean, they might be divorced. I'm not quite sure what he was implying.
This game does a really terrible job of telling me when the cutscenes end. It's like I'll just be standing there for 4 seconds and be like, oh, I can do things. Hey, can you give me 50 bullets again? I'll take your jockstrap for no reason.
Oh, Powell's. Hey, alas, it's mine. What is yours? Open all the lockers. Go, 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 go. Steal everybody's stuff from their lockers.
Huh?
Got a vest?
Yeah, I'll just steal your vest. That's not gonna turn into a bad thing later. What?
Cures and prevents poisoning.
Okay, I'll take it from the most paranoid person on the force. Well, obviously we're gonna run into poison. We're fighting terrorists, right?
I mean, we're fighting monsters that might be able to poison us.
Well, let's put it on, I guess.
Yeah, okay, is this better than the last? Okay, so it's weaker, but it has the auto thing, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, it doesn't seem useful. I don't need P energy until I figure out what that means. At least I know what defense is all about. Daniel, what's our next move? Wait, what? Yeah, but what are we gonna do about it, stupid? Am I supposed to leave? Talk to the chief?
I assume we have to leave, but maybe talk to the chief or something, I don't know.
You're a loose cannon, Aya! Get out of my office! You're on traffic duty.
Turn in your badge and guns.
The gun I literally just told you to get. Just so I could have you turn it in.
Okay, so we have to be there for a press conference, apparently.
Why are we going on national television? We're gonna fuck this up so hard.
We're not the sole survivor of that incident!
Well, we're the survivor of the whole incident. Everyone fled after the first 2 minutes.
I guess we were there the whole time, but like... Cause like...
Well, what are they gonna grill you about for the fucking
died.
ESP spontaneous combustion disaster? What does that mean? Those damn bureaucrats are making us look bad, not being able to solve the spontaneous combustion 100 people murder. How dare they?
They might try to... I mean, there's probably people who don't believe in that it was spontaneous combustion and think that it was something else.
It was obviously the police doing it. They just decided to kill 100 people for no reason.
Yes, probably the work of a bioterrorist as of right now.
Is his name Baker Detster?
Um...
What does that say? Dat-seer?
Dat beer. I'm not sure.
Dat Burb.
His name is Captain Baker. That's all we needed to know.
Apparently the backup that showed up and the fireman who showed up also died at the scene. We never saw them, though. Okay, so they're just treating it like a regular arson thing.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
But they're claiming it's a super rare thing.
Because I'm magically fire retardant. It's my leather jacket. I mean...
For quick thinking and training as an officer. No, we will not go into further detail.
She's not allowed to answer questions because she's a woman.
And Aya opened her mouth and started talking about how it's crazy.
Well, she's just reporting what the perp said.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be... It's an active police case. You shouldn't be giving out these details to the press.
But the press need to know. They're the press, says naive Aya. Aya, you don't report this. This is a bad idea.
And now we sound crazy.
Technically, yes.
Well, we don't know yet, other than Parasite.
See, Baker was saying what you're saying. She's gonna get such a talking to after this.
Right? I mean, she's coming across as crazy because she's divulging stuff she shouldn't.
Yep, that's the most stereotypical dialogue they could come up with.
Give me your badge and gun! You're suspended!
You're suspended on... You're suspended with pay because we're the cops.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because we're cops, and even if you do something absolutely horrific, you get suspended with pay, so it's basically just a free vacation.
Aya, you killed 100 people. You're going on vacation.
Right?
Now the mayor's yelling at me. And also the, I don't know, the Citizens United squad. Also the police union are yelling at me.
Alright, is it gonna be the mayor? I'm hoping it's the mayor.
The mayor of New York City.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't he have more important things to do?
Not when it's something this big.
No one...
Carnegie Hall, a shit ton of people dying.
Why is a Japanese weirdo talking to you?
Also, how did the Japanese scientists just get a hold of the police chief? Like,
because his number is put in the fucking phone book.
No, the police precinct's number's in the phone book.
Which goes directly to him. Because he's an idiot.
Apparently it was budget cuts. They don't
Who
have
the fuck is Mito?
I don't know, but they...
Oh, mitochondria. Why not?
Sure, mitochondria, Mito.
No, the powerhouse of the cell, Phoenix Wright. Having aged 20 years.
I mean, powerhouse of the
Oh
cell,
my god,
energy
it's
stock.
Phoenix's grandfather from that game that just came out. In the 90s.
Yeah, except for the fact that, I mean, the game that just came out, that is like the ancestor of Phoenix Wright, is technically a remake collection of the two games that were already out, where you play as an ancestor to Phoenix Wright.
I mean, Capcom, you're already 15 games in. You might as well just start making more new games. Let's get it up to 20.
I'd be shocked if by some point we don't get a new Phoenix Wright game. Because right now they're making Resident Evil 4 remake. They're making that dinosaur game I talked about.
They're making some stuff.
They're making Street Fighter 6.
They're drowning in Street Fighter complaints.
No, Street Fighter 6 is like that beta that happened at the very beginning of October. It went super good. Like, everybody's hyped for this game right now.
Really? They're not full of just dumbass complaints from idiots as per usual?
No, that was Street Fighter 5. I mean, Street Fighter 5 was that the complaints were warranted for Street Fighter 5. No, everybody's talking about like, holy crap, like they're knocking it out of the park, right? As of, from what we can tell right now, like, you know, expectations are. I want to.
How do I leave?
Tempered.
Help! I'm stuck in the office.
But like, there's excitement, there's buzz. Like, I haven't heard someone say anything bad about Street Fighter 6. Let me put it that way. Like, everything I hear about Street Fighter 6 when someone gets their hands on something and gets to play it. I was gonna say, the only bad thing I heard was, like, the beta got cracked, so, like, you can go download an illegal copy of the beta.
Well, to be fair, it's at least a bit better than just being, like, I don't know, stopping doing traffic duty.
And then with the beta, if you download the illegal copy of the beta, you can play it, but you can't connect online because the servers are obviously not up.
Eat it, N64. We have better Mode 7. We finally cracked the technology.
But it causes issues in the competitive scene, and that's why Capcom got pissed when it happened. Because while it didn't, you know, nothing new really came out of it. I think some voice lines got found, but other than that, like, nothing new really got found from the beta getting cracked. Other than people have it and they can sit in trading mode now with, like, the characters you could play in beta and practice those characters over and over and over and over and over again for as long as they want. which means when like competitive starts for Capcom Cup and stuff, or Evo and like stuff once the game's out.
Apparently, Daniel and this doctor are best friends, considering he knows everything about him.
Apparently.
It's because he doesn't like my Colonel Mustard cosplay.
Is that what that is?
I don't know, it's just like a black man wearing a yellow suit.
It's like a tan suit with a green tie.
The green tie is pretty unique.
Yeah,
I'll give him that.
Is Colonel Mustard black?
Probably not.
Not an OG Blue at the very least. Like I have like a really old copy of Blue. I'm pretty sure he's white in that. But like maybe newer ones they might have. Because I think everybody's white and blue in like the older copies. But maybe the new ones they might have changed people up a bit.
Why are you best friends with the chief? Well, now he's my boss. What am I supposed to do?
Wow. Everywhere that's gonna go wrong is a huge, important place in New York.
Yeah, this is a pretty big museum. It's also covered in snow.
This is one of the most famous museums in America. I'd say the Smithsonian.
You ready to fight dinosaurs? Let's fight dinosaurs.
You remember the movie Night in the Museum?
Yeah, mostly.
It takes place in this museum.
Huh, they actually got the right to film there.
I mean, I don't know if they actually...
Well, no, they probably didn't film there specifically.
Natural History Museum, but like... this is...
That'd be stupidly expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna say the outside shots are of the actual museum, but I don't know if the inside's the actual inside of the museum. But like the museum that movie takes place in is this museum, and it's a very famous museum as far as things go in Minnesota. Or not Minnesota, in the United States.
Minnesota, the only place that counts. Fuck you, America.
Even though this museum's not even in Minnesota, it's in New York.
We're just gonna transpose this entire game to stuff that we understand.
A lot of times in TV and stuff, if you'll see like a famous museum that they use as a set piece for something, it's this museum or it's gonna be the Smithsonian.
It's the only two museums that anybody knows.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would be like a fictional, made-up museum for like the small town or the city that it takes place in. I mean, there's probably some stories that use actual museums in like Chicago or like, you know, major cities that get used and stuff.
I'm gonna yell at Daniel about that later, making me write in a book. I'll call you later. We'll have a date. That'll be terrible.
What did we have to sign a visitor's log? Is that what it was?
Yeah, essentially, and he was like, unless you want to leave your number too. Because that's not kind of weird.
Right. So, this random scientist guy has, like, an office in the museum.
Yeah, he works for the museum, and apparently he's been doing genetic research that kind of falls in line with what Eve was talking about.
Why would he be doing genetic research if he works at a museum? I feel like he'd be doing more research that has to do with preservation.
Because he's a contradiction. His employment hasn't made sense since he started.
I don't know if museum workers progress science. I'm pretty sure they just document and record science and history.
He's not actually doing research. He's just staring at a PNG of DNA for 5 hours and then going home.
I was gonna say researchers probably come there to see certain things that like the normal public can't see.
See, he literally is running like a paint program right now. Look at that fucking panel.
It does look like he's running basically just like MS Paint or just like something that.
Oh my god, I whited out. All my Pokemon died.
We're going back to the hospital thing.
Why did you make me switch beds, you fucker? I was so comfortable on the other bed.
That is weird. Yeah, we did switch beds. And it's not really a bed, it's more like an examination. I don't know what you call those. Because like a hospital bed is like an actual bed, but like when you go to like a doctor's checkup, they do have whatever the fuck those things are, and I don't necessarily know what you call them.
See, nothing traumatic actually happened to her. All that guy did was put her on an examination table, then stare at her for 4 hours straight.
I guess examination table.
And then he walked away.
It's just not really a table.
There's no conspiracy here. That guy's just kind of weird. Because it caused 100 people to explode. We don't know how. You buying this so far, random guy?
Right? You need to stop telling people that they fucking turned into a monster.
Oh, he's saying the same fucking thing. Like, look at that. You guys haven't seen my final genetic research. Why did we need that close-up? He didn't even say anything.
The mitochondria possesses its own unique genetic code.
I think he's bullshitting.
I actually want to know if that's true, though, what said. I don't even know.
I don't know. It sounds suspicious.
The fact that this whole story is based around mitochondria is just fucking funny to me because of the fact that, like, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell meme of, like, that's the thing everybody remembers from high school.
Apparently, mitochondria are now becoming their own completely different thing.
Becoming parasites.
Well, yeah, we know that. Could you get to the point? And therefore, it's gonna subvert humanity as the dominant species.
The mitochondria has a mind of its own!
He's literally saying that right now.
I know, they're finding it funny as fuck.
You know science, right? You should read this textbook before talking to me.
I have no fucking clue what axon and dendrites are.
I'm pretty sure those are real, though.
No, I'm sure they are a real thing in the brain. It's just like, wow, a word I do not know.
If we hooked up all the mitochondria together, they could power the entire planet.
I do not believe for a goddamn second that one mitochondria can put out 200,000.
They could also create fires whenever they want. We're gonna gain laser vision. I love how he knows the exact degree temperature of spontaneous combustion of humans. Why would you know this?
It's not quite the temperature of spontaneous combustion, but it's the temperature to burn and melt a human being.
If all the mitochondria in the body began doing their own thing simultaneously, we could all be fucked. Dr. Clamp, how much money do you make doing this job?
I don't. Once again, did anybody actually turn into a puddle? I'm pretty sure they turned into charred corpses.
Well, he's over-exaggerating. Because no one ever talks to him.
Fair.
He needs to be so dramatic to make sure that these people come back and talk to him later.
We have special mitochondria, because our mitochondria are good guy mitochondrias, but a lot of people's mitochondrias are just dicks. So they burn them alive.
If the mitochondria could become sentient, then we'll all die.
Oh? Now, so he's saying the mitochondria has control over flesh. So, like, he's explaining why things mutate into monsters now, and it's also mitochondria.
Everything in this game is just gonna route back to mitochondria, isn't it?
Apparently. I love it so much. This is so dumb. This science is so dumb. Like, for all I know, there's some truth to it. Like, I don't fucking know how cells work. But, like, it's just so silly that they didn't know that mitochondria was gonna become a meme.
One of the guys who worked on this game read his son's science textbook one day and he was like, I have an idea of how to put that in our game.
Mitochondria. The powerhouse of the cell.
We just
make it an evil powerhouse, so I'm to power everything down by killing it all.
We just started the project by saying Resident Evil, but Final Fantasy, and now we finally got an idea to work with. This is gonna be fantastic. We're gonna make the best PlayStation game ever.
Comes from Final Fantasy.
Everything Squaresoft makes is Final Fantasy. It bled into everything.
Okay, no it's not. They also make Dragon Quest.
Which is just Final Fantasy, except upside down.
No, Dragon Quest is just... Final Fantasy is just Dragon Quest. Come on now. I'm pretty sure that the first Dragon Quest game came out before the first Final Fantasy game. Not by much, though. Because they are both...
That is bullshit, and you know it, Clamp. That makes no sense. The mitochondria has been evolving ever since the beginning of time. Now it's gonna have space travel or something. It's gonna become our god. Clamp, are you sure that you're a research guy and not just writing fan fiction? Do you have a degree? Did you buy your PhD from Arizona? Sure it did, Clamp. Why the fuck not? Let's just believe everything you're writing down. Has anything you said been peer-reviewed? Mitochondria Eve, because we couldn't fucking think of another word to use. Even though we used 7 random words in the intro to this fucking game.
Also, Parasite Eve is better, so it just rolls off the tongue a lot better than Mitochondria Eve.
Someone was really
Also,
pretentious writing this.
She called herself Eve, but they were spelling it in all capital letters. So did she call herself Eve, or did she call herself EVE? Oh no, there it was. There it was. Lower. Okay, so it was just the she called her Eve, so she was just stressing it more.
I don't think he's ever going to be able to explain that. Everything he's been saying has made 0 sense. I think I actually got dumber by having this meeting. Should we just go back to the precinct? Or should we do some investigating? Well, I'm gonna go to the precinct then. How many perspectives did they have for fucking police car drive?
Right? I don't know. We'll have to count.
Apparently, Aya has extreme amnesia.
Okay, so we've seen him before, but don't know where. That does 100% to me mean that we are that little girl we're following around that we can sometimes see.
Fire the afterburners in my police car. That'll solve all our problems. We'll do Sonic speed.
As of right now, I wouldn't call this a horror game, or like a survival horror game, so much as like a sci-fi horror mystery.
Yeah, I think sci-fi.
Because there's still horror elements.
What would you even call this a survival game at this point?
No, because we're not stuck in a disaster or a horrific situation trying to survive. Like, our character literally could go get lunch at the diner right now if she wanted to, and nothing bad will presumably happen to her.
Phoenix, what's been happening?
Next.
Well, where the fuck's that?
Where did he say it was? I missed what he said.
He said it was in the conference room.
I don't know. Just start going. Go into the chief's office, maybe. No, that's not the conference room.
That's not gonna be the conference room.
Oh, let's just check doors until we find the conference room.
Like,
you have to be like on the doorknob.
I think the problem is that my joystick is trying to pretend to be a D-pad, which I think might explain the wonkiness.
I was thinking it might be a bathroom based on how the door was shaped.
Oh no, I was in here before. I stole that guy's vest.
And that other guy's whatever was in the other.
Oh, I should have noticed Daniel is way over here.
What's up, Daniel?
Okay, let's go.
Passive is the conference room then.
Well, it's the only door we've got, so it's the only option.
Alright, strategy meeting.
I wrote Melissa's name badly on the blackboard. Does that help?
Yes. We also have Tim.
And then Eve is off this random square.
And Tina, and Eve, and I can't read the other thing that's written next to Tina.
Okay, so they canceled the show, but the people are going to show up anyway. Because apparently they're really dumb.
Right? Like, hey, people in connection to the show were murdered yesterday at a fucking giant fucking horrible death.
I need to go rescue them immediately.
And
I gotta go be a
dead.
generic cop. I gotta go be Danny Glover!
What? Does he play a cop in something?
I'm pretty sure he did. I don't know if his name was Danny. Why do you keep giving me fucking equipment mods? Wait, what?
Well, no, I was gonna say it's Donald Glover, not.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Wait. Hold on. No, his dad is Danny Glover. Hold on.
Are you sure it's Donald?
Well, Donald's the younger guy who is in Community. I found Danny Glover here. It's his dad.
Well, I ran out of item space finally.
At least I assume it's his dad. Because there's like a photo of them together. Are they not related? Maybe they're not related. Any relation? Oh, now I'm curious.
I'd be very suspicious if there wasn't a connection.
No, they're not. Apparently, Donald Glover and
Really?
Danny Glover are not married. Yeah, they're not related. God, I'm tired.
They're not married. They're 70 years old.
Donald Glover. I mean, Danny Glover is 70. Donald Glover.
Okay, let's pull out some badass driving.
Holy hell!
I'm throwing it into turbo right away. I'm gonna drive straight through that building.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so Danny Glover was a Lethal Weapon. That's what you're referencing. Well, when you said Danny Glover, my brain went to Donald Glover, who's in Community.
I'm gonna fucking strangle the suspect. This is gonna go great.
What else is Donald Glover in? Atlanta, Community. Oh, he's a voice in Adventure Time.
I'm sure that credit's gonna be so worthwhile now.
In the solo, I mean, no, I think Donald Glover's biggest claim to fame right now is, you know, the fact that he's a famous rapper, but that goes by the name Childish Gambino for rap music. I think that's probably the more famous element.
Oh shit, he exploded.
So I think the most famous show he's been in or movie he's been in, which is Community, which is a TV show he's been in.
Because I'm immune to fire, unlike you, old man. Now get in the car and shut up.
The next most famous thing he's probably been in is Atlanta, which is his show that I think he created too.
Well, considering we're getting on this topic, we could get into movies we've seen recently.
Oh, did I watch any movies recently? You know, I was gonna watch the Weird Al
UHF?
The documentary they made that, you know how they make those for every like famous musician nowadays is getting like a
biopic?
Yeah, that's what it is. So like the biopics, they made one for Weird Al, but it's a spoof. Like
well, of course it is.
Which makes sense because he parodies music. So like, but like I remember seeing like the teasers for it and stuff, and he like in the movie he has like an affair with Madonna. He ends up like addicted to cocaine and like stuff. Like he does like this like the stereotypical like rock star like life thing, but he's playing the fucking accordion. Anyway,
well, he does technically live that life.
I mean, yeah, but but the point is he's not like addicted to cocaine and he's not fucking partying like an actual rock star. Like he's never once in his life been like that.
Well, yeah, he's not a fucking idiot. Because that shit'll bring you down pretty quickly.
But yeah, but the movie's making his life out to be like the stereotypical rock stars thing. So I guess we have to get rid of something.
I don't think we have the space for it. It looks like a bunch of it's just taken up by our armor.
Do we need the keys anymore, or can we get rid of the keys?
Actually, you're right. I probably should just throw them away. Oh, we can't discard them? That's weird.
I mean, maybe we have to talk to that one guy in order to discard them.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind for the next mission. We have to get rid of things. The movie I wanted to talk about was one of the ones I wanted to see for a while. I sat down to watch The Lighthouse, which was kind of, I think it was released around 2018, 2019. It was like the big arty movie of that year that people were talking about. It's an interesting story, kind of for how it's built more than the story itself, because essentially the story itself is two fucksticks are just stuck with each other on doing lighthouse keeping for what's supposed to be just a month. They're just stuck with each other, and the movie is just them basically just doing the work and kind of getting pissed off with each other because they're the only. The problem is they're kind of a bit of jerks to each other occasionally, and they're the only people they can talk to. It starts out fairly simple, where it's actually kind of interesting because I think the main character is actually cast by the guy. I swear he's cast by the guy who played the main male role in the Twilight films.
Let me take a look at the cast.
I cannot remember who played the older guy though. Yeah, look it up. I'm sure whoever these guys are will be interesting.
You are correct. It looks like the cast of the movie is Robert Pattinson, he plays Edward in Twilight. He also plays Batman in the most recent Batman movie. And it looks like the other gentleman might be William Dafoe.
Really?
Well,
that makes
he's
sense
in the movie, but I don't know. I just pulled up a cast list, so I don't know which character is which. But you are correct that Robert Patterson's in it.
I can't remember the character names, to be honest. I think I think the main character's name was
Wake,
Tommy.
Howard. Okay, yeah, there's a Thomas Wake. Oh, there's a Thomas Wake, Thomas Howard.
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure they both have the same name.
Okay, yeah, because there's only like 11.
Yeah,
actors.
literally, this is a film where it has literally only 2 characters in it.
Oh, there must be other things like flashbacks or something that happen there. They need
Shooting that guy is really fucking hard for an M16. I'm kind of surprised like distance and position makes such a big difference. So the film starts out pretty simple, where, like I said, the main character is Tommy, and he's basically just doing the job. Thomas Wake is very distant, kind of treats him like an idiot because he's the senior guy. He's been doing this forever, and this is I don't know what you'd call it. This is Tommy's first stint in doing the job, so he's kind of like Leon, where it's literally like his first day.
Yeah, so Robert Patterson is his first responsibility as a lighthouse person.
And very, very suspiciously, very early on, Thomas Wake doesn't allow him to ever go to the top of the lighthouse. In the rules, they're supposed to split that job 50-50 between them, but he literally doesn't let him do it at all. And a very important scene early on is that Wake calls him in at one point and tells him that he didn't
Definitely want to heal.
he didn't sweep he didn't end up sweeping like one of the common rooms, and he claims that he swept it twice. And Wake thinks that he's an idiot because obviously looking at it is like he obviously didn't do it. But he did. Now they're arguing that he didn't. And
Spooky, got it.
And like this whole, an important thing to know is that this building is like falling apart constantly. Like it needs constant repair and shit. And Thomas Wake being himself, he also very he consistently gets drunk on the job, like after hours.
Treasure chest.
There was a treasure chest there. And he's basically an old sea dog. Like he does like the mannerisms. He has like the pirate speak sort of thing.
Gotcha.
I'm not
William Dafoe's character.
Yeah, Dafoe is Wake, Patterson's the younger.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because William Dafoe is significantly
Is
older
very
than
old by that point.
Robert Patterson.
They are both pretty brilliant performances, though. Like especially during like the actual dramatic scenes, they're absolutely brilliant when things start completely falling apart, and they start having like their mental breakdowns. Because the main reason the movie's good is because it's a psychological movie, and I think it does a good job at it. It's just that I don't think it worked like. I don't think it works 100%, to be honest, when you get to the end of it. I'll take the junk, why the hell not?
What do we need the junk for? What does the junk do?
Maybe it's crafting material, I don't know what the junk's good for.
Maybe it's literally just junk.
I mean, we can throw it away if we find better items.
That's fair. We need a key.
Yep, classic.
And the dog statue over there that we might be able to interact with. Or a lion statue over there.
I don't think this game has dumbass like Resident Evil puzzles, but I might be wrong.
Oh, it doesn't look like we can interact with it.
Well, let me get around the statue. Maybe there's something. No.
Oh, let's go across.
No, it's just a nice set piece to add some realism to Central Park.
Oh, we're in Central Park now? Literally everywhere we go is an important sight to see.
The one Central Park Zoo. For there is only one.
At this point, we're gonna get into a fight, like fucking like
the Brooklyn Bridge or something.
Yeah, and then the Statue of Liberty is probably gonna be the final area because that was the opening game.
I mean, if you want to be impressed and say, hey, everybody, our game takes place in New fucking York, you gotta have the fucking Statue of Liberty.
Anyway, treasure chest.
You and your treasure.
Hell yeah. I'm that guy who, when I play a video game, I go into every...
Okay, what can I exchange to get out of that thing?
Junk.
Oh, medicine too? Hell yeah.
What'd you put in there?
I put in my poison anti.
Oh, we might need that.
No, you're just a worrywart. I'm definitely not gonna need that. Toy. Who the hell ever gets poisoned in a video game? So
Well, let's see here. How many games have I gotten poisoned?
you're gonna count them all?
No,
well,
it's gonna be like well over 10 games. And
well, automatically you have to count up to 27 because clearly you've played every Pokemon game in existence.
Yeah, I've gotten poisoned in probably every Pokemon game.
You've also gotten frozen in every Pokemon game because they all have frozen.
I've gotten poisoned, and yeah, we're not counting. We're just counting poison. I've gotten poisoned in probably every Final Fantasy game I've played. I've gotten poisoned in every Dragon Quest game I've played. So that's like another 7 games because I haven't played most of those games, but I played. I want to say
I'll put medicine.
4 different.
Hey, I found a tool item. Okay, so where haven't I gone? I swear I've gone in here. Did I go in this room?
I haven't been paying attention to where you have and haven't gone.
It doesn't seem like this. It doesn't seem like the zoo is all that big, so I'll probably be able to figure it out pretty quickly.
It's not a zoo. It's Central Park.
Well, I found the snake house, except that it's locked.
Does Central Park have like an animal exhibit? I thought you said this was Central Park.
We are in Central Park. It's just the Central Park Zoo.
So there's a zoo in Central Park?
Well, according to Japan, yes.
Okay, I didn't know. I mean, maybe there is. Well, yeah, now that I think about it, there might be, because the game, the movie Madagascar, I think they're right next to Central Park.
I bet viewers in the future are just yelling at their screens right now. Why can't he figure out where he's supposed to go?
Oh, I was saying they're yelling at us because I don't know that there's a zoo by Central Park or in Central Park.
Oh yeah, because all of our hypothetical viewers are just residents of New York.
I mean, or they just know the layout of New York better than I do. Which is very
What the fuck are these things? Turtles?
I don't know. They look like haunted piles of leaves. And they have like tentacle whips.
You know what these guys are? They're the new Pokemon from Gen 9.
There actually is a new Pokemon that looks kind of like this. So I don't know if you literally knew that and were making that claim, or all you ever needed.
No, I died.
And dead because poison.
Ah, god damn it, I fell for my own trick.
Forever when you got rid of the poison item, you wouldn't have had time to use it, but...
Well...
you still got rid of it, and we got poisoned, so... That's another game added to the list of games I've gotten poisoned in. Hope you saved recently.
You know, sort of recently. We saved at the beginning of the park, and I don't think we didn't even accomplish anything, so we didn't lose any time.
We just picked up a bunch of items that were around and killed stuff and got items for killing stuff.
We just gotta find that goddamn key. The one key.
Yeah, hopefully it's just one key, but it's probably not.
There'll be one Animal House key going to the other Animal House.
But yeah, I don't know if you actually looked at the new Pokemon or if you just got lucky, but there actually is kind of like I think it's based on tumbleweeds. I haven't gotten a very good look at it because I haven't seen like an in-game picture of it. I've seen like a little sprite they put on like therapy.
I mean, I just hope you realize that it's very easy. It's very easy to make fun of Pokemon fans. It's like that stupid thing looks like a Pokemon.
I mean, it's because at this point there's a Pokemon for everything. But you said specifically that it was a Pokemon from Gen 9, which is why I was like, oh, maybe he knew something because there actually is a Pokemon from Gen 9.
I'm gonna need that, so.
That.
How do I take this? I don't think I
swap it with something, I think. You can can probably get rid of like old armor that's not useful, like that's weaker than the armor we have equipped.
Yeah, maybe. I'll give it a look.
I'm currently trying to find said Pokemon. There it is. Our Bramble Gas. Okay, so it's based off of brambles? Oh, Bramble Gas. It looks kind of like a tumbleweed. It's got an ability, a new ability called Wind Rider, which also makes me think of tumbleweeds. And it's a grass ghost, so yeah, it fits into a horror game. Boom! Look at that, topical, because this game literally came out today.
Really came out this Friday of all things.
That came out today.
And next week will be Sonic Frontiers, and my backlog will then be 12 games deep. Probably.
Sonic Frontiers already came out.
Came out 2 weeks ago.
I've heard people talking about it, so yeah, okay, it came out November 8th, got it.
Okay, locked rooms.
There's something else though that comes out in late October that I was excited for. Oh, I remember what it was. It's the Wednesday Addams Netflix show. Comes out next Wednesday.
Just about Wednesday?
Yeah, it follows. I mean, the other Addams Family people will be in it, but yeah, the show is focused on Wednesday Addams. She goes to like a school, and it's gonna be kind of a spooky show.
Well, it kind of has to be.
I mean, yeah, but not spooky and like the fun spooky the Addams Family normally is. It's gonna be like a grimmer spooky, you know.
You think that might wreck the concept?
Not if it's executed well. Which I guess we'll have to see to be certain. But like Tim Burton's one of the people who did some of it, so like the trailer looked good. I like the trailer. But yeah, the premise of it and why I don't think like the other ones will be in it, but I don't think they'll be like there all the time is because the premise of it is she gets kicked out of her school and ends up in ends up getting put to a new boarding school. And so she's at a boarding school for the
Well, I'm gonna get attacked by those bramble gas again.
Alright, be careful of their gas attack, it poisons you.
There's not really a good place to run, so might be fucked. Especially because their Vine Whip is really bad.
Right.
Maybe I could go over here. Holy shit, that just...
I actually think if you stayed in the very edge of that corner, I think you might have been fine.
Okay, I think I should be fine, because they're very slow.
You can slow them even more with slow.
I'd rather keep myself alive. Maybe I should use that. See how it works.
The ability, because it might slow their action gauge. Because if this is like, alright, you dodged it.
Accidentally, but I never thought it would be like an actual projectile.
Yeah, so the poison cloud comes out from behind them. The whips come out from in front of them. So.
Well, I gotta level up out of it. Wait, I can just use that now?
Apparently, we can use it outside of combat as long as the bar is full.
Okay, let's try and find this fucking key before I get killed again. Well, I'm in a different part of the zoo, I think. No, I'm not. God damn it. I do remember this being a bit of a maze the first time. I just don't remember how I solved it. Well, that's not really fair.
The boomerang, it's gonna go in a... What you do when you see him throw it is you run closer.
Run towards him?
Yeah, you have to like watch where it goes. Yeah, see, there you go. Because now he's gonna throw it in a way... He's always gonna try to throw it in a way that hits you, so like... You have to, because there you have to kind of run away from him because he's throwing it where it's gonna hit you, and it looks like he wants to hit you where the curve happens, based on how he throws it.
Oh, I was only one off. I mean, at least I got double meds. That's pretty good.
I mean, it's helpful because you ran out of meds.
That too. Maybe this game was more ahead of its time that have reflexive difficulty.
I mean, all the enemies have a pattern to their attacks that we just have to figure out how to dodge, basically.
Because the gate over there, the thing about it was that it was locked.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you finally got the detox ability.
Now you can remove poison with an ability, is that what it is?
Yeah, essentially. Can I go off the... No, I can't. There's gotta be just one place that I'm consistently missing. But where could it be?
I was gonna say I haven't noticed anything personally, but I'm also like researching stuff like, you know, who's in what movie we're talking about and things like that, so like my attention's a bit split.
I should probably get back to finishing up why you should watch Lighthouse. I don't...
You mentioned it was the psychological thing, and I feel like that's already enough for me. That makes it sound interesting.
Well, eventually something... I don't remember what... Something turns, something changes. I'm not sure what the first reveal is, but essentially we start figuring out that because the entire movie is from Tommy's perspective, we start learning that the things that Tommy's been talking about might not be on the level, and the things about what Wake has been saying about him being shiftless and a bad employee might be a bit more than him just being an asshole. And without spoiling things, I guess, if you're actually interested in this, another way to describe this is basically two... I forget what you call it. Two flawed narrators just being stuck with each other.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't remember what that trope is called. You know, the narrator that's lying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, unreliable narrator. That's it.
Thank you. I was gonna say I had it in my head, and then you said the first thing you said, like whatever you called them originally, and then like that got stuck in my head instead of the right thing.
I knew it was wrong, but I just couldn't remember what the word
I know,
was.
but the second you said it, that's all my brain could think of when I was trying to think of it. And it's like, I should know this. I literally use this conversation comes up a lot in my degree, so like, I should know unreliable narrator.
So it was very interesting. Another thing that you should know is that the movie is shot in kind of a pretentious fashion. It doesn't use a 4:3 resolution. It actually uses a more square resolution, so the movie is like really boxed in. Yeah. And they do use it for a reason. It's not just to look. It's not just to look old. It's kind of to also help represent the isolation that the characters feel.
Gotcha.
The movie ends with some kind of weird mystical element that I don't think fits in 100% well, and you could call it an issue with the movie, but considering that, like I said, you're basically stuck with two unreliable narrators, you never get a full sense of what actually happened, and you could interpret it any way you wanted, because like the entire narration is so unreliable that you don't get a good grasp on what any of the reality might have been. So it was a very interesting movie, but I think I think what it tried to do wasn't 100% what it ended up with, I guess is a way to describe it.
Sure. I might have to give it a watch sometime.
I also did watch both Airplane movies just because I'm a big fan of Zaz movies. The most I could say about them is that they're probably Zaz's early days in comedy. They're early comedy movies, so they're not as good.
I mean,
Airplane-
I've seen the first Airplane. I like the
Airplane
first
2 is actually kind of bad. I would say it's pretty disappointing, to be honest.
Gotcha. I've never watched Airplane 2. I've only seen Airplane 1.
Airplane 1 was really good, but it's definitely
Airplane 1's a
early.
classic.
I would say to people who really liked Airplane, I would say that Top Secret is probably their way better work, so maybe spend some time looking for that movie because I think it would, if you're a fan, I would probably say it'd go beyond your expectations. You probably pretty well like it.
Gotcha.
But, God, we need to really find this fucking key.
I was gonna say, when I think of Airplane and movies similar to Airplane, I think Naked Gun.
Naked Gun was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just, like I said, I think Top Secret is probably their best movie. I don't know what fucking the Naked Gun movies did that made me not like them as much.
I don't know, if you watch, depends on whether or not you watch Police Squad first, or if you watch Naked Gun first.
I think I watched a couple of episodes of Police Squad, which were really good.
Well, yeah, so part of it, though, is they kind of reuse jokes between Naked Gun and and Police Squad, so, like, whichever one you watch first, you're probably gonna like more than the thing you watch second, because you're gonna just see some of the jokes again.
I would say appreciate. I thought they were pretty funny. Just the random boob jokes that you get in both Airplane movies. That's just like, for no reason, here's some tits.
I guess I don't necessarily remember those parts. Excuse me.
I think in the first Airplane movie, it was literally just like a topless woman just runs on screen for no reason in the middle of like a panic scene.
Oh yeah, that does sound familiar. That might happen. I'm not sure.
It's a very unique style. It's well constructed juvenile jokes like for like middle schoolers.
I mean, some of the jokes are, and then some of the jokes are like the like kind of I guess dry wit. I don't know what the call it.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good way to describe it.
Things like, oh, and don't call me Shirley, right? Those kind of lines.
Yeah, the joke where 3 times during the end scene he was like, "Hey, we all wish you luck back here."
Right.
After he lands the plane, he comes back for the last time and he's like, "Hey, we're all wishing you luck back here. Good luck." It's already done. Okay, I'm gonna fuck. I don't know. I don't think I have my phone on me. I don't. Goddamn. I don't want to alt tab out of this, but I don't know where this fucking key is.
I can search.
I guess just Google Parasite Eve Day 2. Because the only place I can think of is like The Office, and we already went there. I wonder what other movies I've watched.
It is in The Office.
Are you
just didn't search? Enter The Office, search the drawer on the right wall for the zoo key.
God fucking damn it. Of course it was the only room in this whole zoo. Because I think literally every other door has been locked so far. Maybe I should be playing this with a D-pad. Maybe that would actually help.
No idea.
The PlayStation had that weird period, like for the first couple years of its existence, where it didn't have a dual shock. Everything you had to do was on joystick. Okay, so it's gonna be in a drawer here somewhere.
Yeah, on there. I think it's at the right of the computer. Maybe it's at the left of the computer. Hold on, let me read it again. It says on the right wall. So
Okay, I found it.
It doesn't say which drawer. It just says on the right wall.
Doesn't matter. It's got it. We're good.
Okay, let's save with that phone.
Sounds good. Ages ago, I also watched both of the Silent Hill movies. I guess I don't really remember too much about them. Because everyone I've heard talk about the Silent Hill movies say they're trash and completely, like, unredeemable. And they're not that bad. Like, I thought they, like, as an adaptation, I thought that the first movie, at least, was pretty decent.
Okay.
They actually went through the effort and casted, like, characters from the game that look like the characters. Like, their version of Sybil is pretty dead on. I would say that Heather Mason, because for whatever reason, they adapted Silent Hill and Silent Hill 3 instead of Silent Hill 2.
I mean, that makes sense, because Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 3 are direct sequels to one another. Or Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 3 are direct sequels to one another. Well, Silent Hill...
Silent Hill 2 is its own
kind of
continuity.
Standalone story. So, like, if you're gonna make a sequel to the movie, it makes sense to essentially make the sequel the,
No, I need to fucking... Damn it, I thought I had some junk to get rid of. Will you let me just go down? Will you let me just pick things? Thank you, Jesus Christ. I would like the medicine, please. I would say the weirdest thing that the Silent Hill movie did was that they added in a completely unique character. Which didn't seem to make all that much sense, because the character they added was like a cult leader of the town. And the weird thing that they did with the adaptation was that, like, God, what did they do? I think it was like the entire town, like, was coming against the girl character that caused all the problems that I can't remember the name of.
get rid of the old armor.
Get rid of the old armor.
So the one that's highlighted blue is the one you're wearing.
Just a Cure P, huh?
I mean, if you want the armor back, just reopen the treasure chest.
Hey, defense too.
That we could just immediately use and free up the spot.
Should we pick up, like, the old armor?
I mean, whatever you want. I don't know what you traded for each thing. It's just like, there's no point, like, unless the game has, like, money system that we want to sell. What's in the third chest?
What third chest?
What do you mean, what third chest? There's one under that tree on the right.
Oh, here it is.
There's one straight down, and...
That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, I was like, there's 3 treasure chests here.
Well, there's clearly not. That one's hidden under the tree. It's so brown that it got lost in all the green.
Yeah, you know, because brown and green blend together.
Yeah, and all these muddy rocks.
Which are a totally lighter, super lighter shade of brown than the treasure chest color.
You can't tell that to me. I'm colorblind and you know it.
Alright, are there more zoo doors we can open with the key?
Yeah, there probably is.
This just feels like, hey, here's a bunch of items. Congrats.
Yeah, but we gotta learn all the zoo facts from the Japanese people who wrote this game.
We have to learn the zoo facts from Square Enix. Well, Squaresoft back then, but...
Squaresoft when they could do no wrong. Oh yeah, we gotta go to that fence from the other side.
I'm sure they did something wrong back in the day. Every company did.
Squaresoft have been planning NFTs ever since the 90s, kids.
I'm not accusing
Don't
them
meet
of something
don't meet your
bad.
heroes.
I'm just saying there's probably a game they made that flopped. That's all I'm saying. They probably made a game that wasn't that great.
Squaresoft made Other M. How dare they? Or I don't know, maybe Ride to Hell Retribution. Maybe that's a better reference.
I don't know Square games enough to comment, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if they haven't had like a, I mean, maybe outside of like Final Fantasy 13, I don't know if they've had like a, well, no, the first Final Fantasy 14 was a huge flop.
Yeah, the very first Final Fantasy was a huge flop.
So there you go. Square Enix can do things wrong. They can make the worst Memorbegger ever.
I mean, and then they can make one of the best, most successful ones after that.
They just looked at themselves and like, what the fuck are we doing, guys? We need to hire this other guy to do this fucking better for us. Because we don't know what the hell we're doing. We trashed our own game that we spent $400 million making.
They literally ended up,
what, canceling it like 6 months in?
I mean, I don't know exactly when it was, but they essentially reset the game. Like, you can't, like, you know, when you buy that game and start it up, you don't play through what the very first players played through. Like, that shit's just all gone. You start with A Realm Reborn, which is like the thing that when they rebooted it, it like fixed it all. So like the original story mode, not even there. You can't play it.
It was that shit.
Story, I mean, I have no idea what it was. But like it starts with like a cutscene that like explains how that one ended, and then like goes into the start of A Realm Reborn, which A Realm Reborn story is fucking boring. Like it is not that great. Is
it like the side characters that make it interesting?
I mean, there's characters that are fun, and like the gameplay itself is fun. But like, yeah, the first 50 levels, which is A Realm Reborn, is the story is kind of really meh. But then you go into Heaven's Ward, and it gets significantly better, and then every expansion thereafter keeps getting significantly better. With like the last 2 expansions that are currently out, and Walker and Shadowbringers being like, you know, a toss-up between which one, like, everybody personally thinks one's better than the other, and it's slightly different depending on who you ask. I'm still not even decided. Like, I thought both were really good, both Shadowbringers and Walker.
So we finally met our match again, for the 4th time.
It just sucks that you have to go through ARR first, and ARR is boring. Partially because it's 50 levels of an MMO, and they kind of have to pad it with MMO gameplay of, like, go fetch the things.
Apparently the mitochondria are gonna become lords of the cell now.
They have to take over the nucleus.
And become whole, becoming the most powerhouse of the cell in the universe.
By the end of this game, we literally will just be... By the end of this game, it'll literally just be a mitochondria.
Oh, there is a concert happening. A candlelight vigil, no less.
Well, rather than light them on fire, she's literally just melting their flesh off their bones.
Now, we can just give them some aspirin, they'll be fine.
Yes, give them aspirin that they can digest in their stomachs that they don't have anymore.
Well, that guy had bones. Maybe he's still got body parts.
He's got bones. That's all he's got. She turned everybody into flesh. My guess is that, like... Oh no, that chain's still there. Where the fuck are we supposed to go? They clearly don't go backwards.
I don't want to hype up the end of this game too much, but I think you're gonna get a kick. I think you're gonna get a kick out of the boss fight at the end of this chapter. Because it gets a bit odd.
I mean, I assume the flesh is going to turn into something, and then we're going to fight that.
No, it's more like an incidental detail that happened during the intro.
Breathe! I pulled out the pistol for this.
I pulled out my pistol because I'm going to take your ass in!
Instead of the M16.
That's kind of the thing. She has a bigger gun. She's just been walking around with her service pistol the whole time.
Well, the fact that in the cutscene she pulled up the pistol just kind of reminds me of, like, Dragon Age, where, like, everybody has, like, a generic knife on them that they pull out in cutscenes when they need a weapon. And it's like, people have a goddamn greatsword, and they literally, people just pull out a fucking knife during cutscenes.
And in classic survival horror fashion, the protagonist had their gun out, ready to get the drop on the villain, and they didn't shoot them even though they were walking away.
In all fairness, we do know that shooting her doesn't kill her, because we have shot her multiple times at this point.
Yeah, but Capcom is constantly pulling that shit. It's like fucking the BSAA people just have their guns on them.
Again,
in all fairness, huh?
Everything that's like a boss and like, you know, a person that's like fucking Wesker, you can't just shoot Wesker once and call it a day. Like, that's
yeah, but the weird fleshy dogs and just regular monsters.
Oh yeah, maybe some of those you might be able to.
Because all they were fighting against at that point were weird fleshy dogs. You don't want to fuck with the weird fleshy dogs. If you shoot them, then the acid blood will shoot on your face and then you'll die. I don't know where I'm going.
I assume you were supposed to run whatever direction the little girl ran.
Yeah, but I thought there might be secrets if I went this way.
I mean, there might be.
I mean, there's a treasure box. You know, the Central Park Zoo, they just have fucking treasure for anyone to take.
How much HP are we at?
I don't know. Oh, we got another tool. Oh, at 70.
Oh, we can drink one of the HP ones to free up a spot. Oh, test a theory for me.
What is your theory?
Open up the menu. Go to the PE powers. Okay, we can.
Well, I don't want to do that now.
I know, but I noticed they only take up part of the bar when you use them, so I was like, we don't need a full bar to use them, I guess. And I wanted to double check that that was true, and I knew we had enough that if we could use heal, it would let us use heal. So I was like, alright, we should check. I want to see if you can use heal, because if you can use heal, then we did it.
I mean, you played Final Fantasy VII. Have you ever had issues walking around these pre-rendered maps?
A little bit.
Because I feel like the hitboxes on that path were a bit weird.
Yeah, there was a couple parts that were wonky.
I wonder what...
God. It's an Alfred Hitchcock movie up in here.
That's a movie I probably should watch. I remember people seem to really like the birds.
My mom hates it.
How could she hate birds? They're everywhere.
I've never seen it, and I probably won't.
I mean, the only reason why I watched Rear Window was because apparently it was a big influence for Silent Hill 4. I didn't.
If you're outside that circle, you might as well not shoot, is what I've noticed.
I didn't really like Rear Window. I thought it was just kind of like a dumb murder mystery.
I don't even know what Rear Window is. Just and don't pick it up any of the junk. My only thought is maybe using the tool, we turn junk into the thing that gets slotted. Or maybe it's just you use the tool and you get a thing. I don't know.
Oh, I can't even use it.
Weird.
Well, hopefully I didn't have to flag the puzzle because, like, I completely lost that little girl.
And yeah, we'd have to go all the way back to the first screen of the forest thing.
Well, let's do a little bit of grinding before that. Let's fight this giant dog. That used to be a possum or something?
No, I want to say it's a polar bear for the zoo.
It has electrical powers.
Weird. Yeah, it looks like an undead polar bear.
At least Resident Evil Outbreak had an undead elephant that was kind of cool.
Did it?
Yeah, it had a zoo level. I mean, it was an interesting idea, the Outbreak movie. The Outbreak games were always kind of weird. I mean, I showed you the intro for Outbreak because I thought it was one of the best intros to a video game I've ever seen. It is really, really good. Like, way better than Outbreak fucking deserved. And that's how you parry with a gun. And then you take a buttload of damage. It is really nice in these sorts of games when your main character is also your healer.
I mean, it'd be nice if you had a secondary healer, because then, you know, you can have both a healing turn and a damage turn. But this game's not a party fighting game; it's just you.
Well, don't give up faith on Daniel too fast. Maybe he'll come in for the second act.
Maybe, I have no idea, but I feels like this game is gonna be just a one character game.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I am. I'm just off in my own direction. Oh fuck, you're gonna make me fight 3 of these damn things.
At least you're in a bigger space where you don't necessarily get pinned by either of them.
Okay, so they can do a single projectile or they can be a triple projectile. That fucking Vine Whip move is so fucking bullshit. Especially when they hit me twice.
Well, I'd say run past them and get behind them. It's easier to dodge the poison move. Because you want to be on the side of them is like the optimal place to be.
I need to use this or I'm gonna get killed on the next hit.
Hey, we have heal too. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, we got advanced heal.
He's gonna fart. Yeah, like right where you are right now is kind of the sweet spot to be in. Behind him is not bad because the poison attack has like a large buildup. You can kind of see when it's coming.
I mean, as long as you're not gonna get dinged by that one that goes stupid fast. Okay, let's get on the other side of the bridge. I'm gonna hunt your ass down even if it takes me all night, bitch! I've got legs of steel! Also, I've got a save phone and also another battle. Oh, come the fuck on, are you serious? Damn, I don't want to fight that bird.
I mean, well, you should have looked at what you were targeting.
Who needs to look at what they're targeting when you have a gun? Only idiots and ding-dongs.
You're learning how to fight the shrubs.
Oh hey, 2 crits. Okay, I think the boss is probably going to be right around the corner. Because that's usually where you get your save points.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. What am I fighting now? Oh,
A boss of some kind?
I mean, possibly. I don't know.
Be very careful about when you choose to attack here.
You think I'm fighting 4 things or 1 thing together?
I think you're fighting one thing together, but we'll find out.
Holy shit, that did 34 damage. You think that's because I got hit by all the bullets simultaneously?
Maybe, I wasn't watching. I mean, I was kind of watching, but I didn't pay that close attention to how it hit you.
I need to put those bonus points into my AT gauge. Is that a bigger one?
Maybe, otherwise it Might just be the same one, but at a slightly different angle. I want to heal again.
Yeah. I think we'll be fine, unless I I guess just get a bunch of fucking projectiles dumped on my face. Okay, we're 2 down. I think we'll be fine. I mean, this was still the point where I had faith that this game was going to be weird enough to do a whole fucking video on. And then like after this, I just like gave up on it.
Gotcha.
Oh, come on, how did that not kill you? You're basically dead. What the hell? Are you guys getting tougher somehow?
Yeah, they're getting bigger every single time you kill one. The ones that are left get bigger the next time they come out of the ground.
Oh, that's what's going on. Oh, what?
Now, see how fucking big it is now?
Oh no, now it's doing a move.
Attack.
It's Gravedigger from Resident Evil 3 again. Oh, fuck. Wait, that actually did damage?
But yeah, you still shot it.
I thought I was completely outside my range and I completely fucked my turn.
Oh, to me it looked like it was.
Is it only gonna come from that spot? Should I just stand
Apparently.
here?
We can test that theory, yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's only gonna come from that side.
Well, never mind, it's dead. And free level up, hell yeah.
4 items.
Oh, double
Fuck ton
level up.
experience.
Oh, we can summon a shield. We got 3 defense pluses.
Well, figure out what you're getting rid of for those pluses.
Well, one that's junk. And I guess just as med. Yeah, I don't remember that boss, so... Is this gonna be like a double boss? Or is there more zoo to explore?
Could be more zoo to explore.
Nope, we're here. Here's the lady. Yeah, I fought 4 worms. Let's have a Christmas talk. I need to speak to you about 3 ghosts. Well, that's just animal cruelty, that is.
Right?
She could just summon the opera whenever she wants. Because she's clearly not singing. I'm your big sister, after all. You're half insect, too. So yes, we need to fight the boss on this carriage. I'm just gonna get blasted in the ass. I can summon lightning! I'm also discovering my new powers. I'm leveling up too. Yeah, that's nice. That's 60 damage. I gotta fucking put that back with one spell. Ow. I mean, at least we're getting one crit per, like, round. What? Why are you so painful? Jesus. Give me a break here. Now, if I had a dodge roll, that'd be nice on this fucking, like, 12 square foot battlefield. I'm Mitochondria Eve. I look like this now. Is Aya gonna be like this throughout the entire game?
I assume so.
Just like, what the fuck? Every time. No, I need to grab your shins. That's the only way you'll know. I'm kind of surprised it didn't happen sooner, to be honest. I don't think horses tend to like being set on fire.
Well, apparently they last a little longer than we thought on fire.
Yeah, because when that happens to humans, they just fall off balconies and die immediately. Here's where I was on the first table. Now here's where I was on the second table. My father just kept moving me from one table to the other throughout my entire childhood.
Or the crazy twist where we have a twin, and he was experimenting on both of us, and the twin is what we're seeing, and like the little girl we're seeing is a twin.
I wouldn't really call that a crazy twist at this point. I think it would just make sense.
Because we're seeing, yeah, I was saying we were seeing the two different tables, and they seem to be emphasizing that fact, so.
We never saw the twins together at any time, so we just assumed it was one kid.
Right. Well, let's find out.
Well, this is the edge of the stuff I played, and, you know, after that I was like, boss fight on a horse carriage. That's a new one. I've never heard of that before.
I mean, I can name a couple boss fights that have horse carriages in them.
Yeah, but the problem is that you think you usually get more than like 4 square feet to work with.
Right, I was gonna say, you're not the one on the horse carriage, you're just fighting the horse carriage.
I will fight the horse carriage. That sounds a lot more fun, jeez.
Oh, Devil May Cry 3, you fight a horse carriage.
Oh yeah, in Dark Souls 2 you fight a horse carriage.
Yeah, like, there's multiple games where you fight a horse carriage.
Those damn horse carriages, always carrying those damn deaths everywhere. Except now here's insect opera women. Okay, so after what we saw in Central Park, we're just gonna get rid of all of New York. It's a citywide catastrophe. Is that true? That sounds like bullshit.
Yeah, I feel like all you need to do is put some like stay-at-home order in place where you just have people stay in their homes, because she's clearly targeting like public events where she can mass murder 1 million goddamn people at once.
Well, to be fair, did those people kind of deserve it? I mean, they heard that their show was canceled, and then they went there, and an insect lady was doing the opera, and they decided to stay. So maybe it was their fault that they got turned into a giant goo pile. I'm just gonna take victim blaming to a whole nother level. Wait, I thought you were with Aya. Didn't she come back? She's the only one that can survive the spontaneous combustion. I just walked into Central Park and I almost exploded. Yeah, we're just going to evacuate all of New York. That's fine. No problem. Are we ever going to see this Lorraine, or is it more like his wife that he has in Canada?
Well, I think it's his ex-wife. That's how he made it sound, didn't he?
I do love at this point where everyone is just 100% on board with the magical insect lady monster. Like, no doubt whatsoever, this is absolutely happening and we're making it top priority.
Right?
And
Albeit, I think there's no way to explain, like, a whole audience of people turning into goo.
Wait, what happened to the second dog? Did you eat him? Is that dog gonna eat the kid? Is that dog gonna eat the cop? Did they have dogs in Final Fantasy?
Yes, technically. There are dogs in Final Fantasy.
That guy almost got killed. Wait, so the evacuation actually worked?
Apparently, or at least for the most part.
What the fuck happened?
Apparently a lot of shit went haywire, I guess.
It wasn't even the apocalypse, it was just an evacuation, and then people were just crashing into each other anyway.
Apparently everybody was in too hard of a goddamn hurry, I guess, to try to get away.
Go home, nerd! Stop trying to get into the city. You're not gonna find a cat on a street in New York. It's impossible. They don't exist. I've contacted the police about my missing cat. You should all know about it. I'm not getting anywhere with my not explaining anything trick.
My missing cat during a huge crisis where cars have crashed into everything.
Hello, I'm Cop B, Mr. Racist. That's really specific for being a racist cop. What the fuck? Oh, Cop A is the racist. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, cops being dicks, I guess.
I'm guessing that Eve is just gonna take over the entire city now.
It seems like it's happening.
Cop bursts into flames, I'm just gonna give up on the cat. Fuck Mr. Whiskers, I'm out. A lot of weird perspectives in this game. Now here's the waiting room where you weren't allowed to have parents. Also, apparently the ceilings were like 30 feet tall. Here's the hospital covered in blood. What? Maida, why do you live in a slum? I'm your kidnapper. I own you now. Oh, Daniel, you live in a slum. Why didn't you tell me? Were you embarrassed by the fact that you're broke? And you don't have a furnace, you just have a campfire? Especially that guy who burst into flames, that was really weird. Well, they all died, didn't you see that? They didn't disappear, they all got turned into a puddle. Didn't you guys test the goo pile? And, like, figure out that it's made out of human flesh? Yeah, in Japan, there's just constant kaiju fights. Nothing like what you're talking about. In America. Wait, I thought he just said that that doesn't happen in Japan. What the fuck kind of science do you do in Japan? Why were you doing that on a car accident victim? How does that work?
He's just one giant mitochondria.
So, we took these cells from a car accident victim and then she just became a god. I don't know how.
So apparently they tried making Eve the mother of a god. Well, it's a Square Enix game. We're fighting a god, so like.
Yeah, we're fighting a god from level 1.
I mean, Square Enix games, the end guy is always some sort of like science created god or something created god or some sort of god that got created. It basically always feels that way to me.
I mean, if that happened to the victim, why would you still have her organs donated to anybody? That sounds like a terrible fucking idea. You know this woman that we accidentally mutated into a god? Just give a girl her kidneys. Why the fuck not? It's on her driver's license.
Right?
You can't get rid of that, it's official.
You even planted a thing and that caused her to give birth to the ultimate, the person whose kidney was shoot. So Eve.
Yeah, I don't know how that
somehow
follows.
Make the mother. Well, because the original goal is to make Eve the mother of the god, but apparently that didn't work. Or something. I missed it. I missed some of it.
It kind of sounded like the first ultimate being got into the young girl through the kidney transplant, and then they were talking about how, like, Eve tried to put a fertilized egg into the young girl to create another ultimate being, and then that also didn't work.
Well, but that was the ultimate being, wasn't it? Because Eve was supposed to be the mother of the ultimate being, but that didn't work, right? And then when they put the kidney in the one girl, it sounded like it was a success for the young girl. Like the young girl grew up or became the mother of the ultimate being, and then we're gonna find out that the ultimate being was actually twins, and that it's us and our twin.
And it's because I'm secretly a god monster.
I mean, it explain why we have fucking powers.
Yeah, it would. We're just full of evil bugs.
And why our mitochondria is strongest of all, or whatever.
And now here's the Aya Despair theme.
Pretty good.
It's not as good as Danganronpa, but here it is.
It's alright music. I like it.
This game's got a classical soundtrack. First, we're gonna break out the grand piano and fill the rest with opera.
I'd learn to play this on the piano. Actually sounds like a nice potential beginner song on the piano, because I only hear 2 strings of notes, so you don't have to. It might be easier to do on the piano. I don't know. I'm not a piano expert. I'd have to ask my roommate if he would think this would be an easy song. Yeah. But yeah, each hand is playing a separate rhythm. I guess that might be the difficult trick to this, is the fact that both hands on the piano right now are playing a separate rhythm instead of one hand playing chords.
Yeah, the piano multitasker.
So your brain has to be thinking of both melodies that are not quite in sync.
I mean, like I said, this is supposed to be like a fucking 20-hour super game, so... Do you think it's gonna keep up like this crazy pace the entire time?
I don't know.
Is it? Like, we're talking about, like, the main character turning into the villain, like, now, and we, like, barely started.
Right?
I mean, clearly the military's gonna get involved at some point, considering the intro had fucking fighter jets in the city.
Right? But the intro didn't make it look like the city was as fucked up as it is kind of right now, so I don't know.
Well, now we're gonna have to somehow escape the homeless squat. I mean, I don't know why we're here, Daniel's here, or anybody.
Okay, so she does have a sister that died. It's like when I touched her, was it Maya? But Maya died in the car crash with Mom. It's like, alright, yep, she does have a dead sister.
We're gonna pick something. We're gonna pick our nose.
We're gonna pick our save file.
Okay.
There's 2 slots, but each slot has multiple slots. Like this is slot
multiple
one, multiple
cards.
slaves. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you remember back when old consoles would always have 2 memory card slots?
Okay, that makes sense.
Back in the days before hard drives. So she just sat there staring at the wall until morning.
Apparently.
30 bullets, hell yeah. The person who quote-unquote lived here was fucked up. They had a whole 30 bullets on them to go on a rampage. Why is there a gas mask guy just stenciled onto the wall?
It's graffiti.
Yeah, but I had nowhere to go, so I just sat out here. I don't know, this isn't the first time I've squatted out in the snow as a homeless man.
I mean, I feel like this just looks like a dangerous neighborhood.
I mean, they certainly like this song for their, like, I don't know, investigation? Character development?
Yeah, I guess. Investigation might be the right thing.
Why'd you leave me alone with this creepy guy? We're gonna need some bigger weapons than your M16. Here's a minigun.
There's a gun shop over there. Stock up.
Okay then. I turn around and there's 6 gun stores all right next to each other.
America.
Cause New York is a fucked up place.
Apparently. I would expect that sounds more like Texas, where there'd be like 6 gun stores right next to each other.
Oh no! Apparently everyone's evacuated. Wait, what do you mean out of the way? What the fuck are you gonna do?
He's gonna kick in the door. We're literally gonna like, what? Are you gonna shoot it? Excuse me, you could have just kicked it in.
Yeah, he also did that towards us. No, I'm Danny Glover.
Are you really a cop? We think so, but we don't have proof, hey? Yes.
We forgot our ID.
No. He was specifically just asking if,
Hey, Aya, look at all these cool guns.
You only get to pick one, though.
I've always wanted one of these for my birthday, and now I can just steal them. Oh, there's a treasure box.
Let's figure out how to use the,
Oh yeah, we should use that shit.
We should figure out how to use the tools and stuff. No, don't use the range up, you're about to get a new gun.
Fine. I got all this defense shit.
You might want to use, the defense ups for now.
At least I can get that poison thing back. Okay, what do you want, buddy?
Yeah, I'm not sure what we have to interact with.
The disrespect on that guy's balls. And just get it, whatever this is. There's not a vest in there. That's a gun. Well, you better pick one, boy. You only get one. Damn it. How do I throw things away?
You put the range on the new gun.
Okay, so what's my... the M11? I should probably put on that new armor, too.
Damn, that means we did waste all those armor ups.
Poo. I just love walking through broken glass. It's one of my favorite hobbies. You got anything to say for yourself, Maida?
Maida.
Maida. Damn it, how do I leave? Why are you just staring at the wall, you idiot? A pharmacy too, huh? Well, let's go, I guess. You gonna kick it in this time, Danny?
Are we gonna kick it in or are we gonna shoot it again?
It's a pharmacy, Danny. Have you never been in one before?
Right?
It's not exactly the morgue.
Oh, okay, the door is broken on this one, so we just walk into this one.
New York is actually the shittiest place in America to live. Everything's broken in it.
I mean, there's probably crappy spots.
Well, where's the items? How do I steal things? I'm a cop. I need to steal everything. I am the looter.
There's a treasure chest over there, and then there's a door.
Oh my god, a door. It's full of secrets and treasure. This medicine. That's a fair trade. Well, let me... God
We
damn
need
it.
to find... The problem is we need to find a way to get rid of these stupid keys. Well, hold on. Go down to BP.
Oh, that.
Man, your item capacity.
This seems fair.
Alright.
So what do I win?
More items.
Damn it, where's the item? There was one here. I swear there was an item here. Oh, Cure M.
Cure M. Whatever that does.
What do you mean how can I be full? Stiffness?
I don't know, stiffness must be some sort of thing that they can put on us.
It sounds dumb.
Okay, there's like a silver treasure chest over there.
Does Japan not have basic medical supplies?
Yeah, it does. It has better medical than we do. Get rid of the cure.
Nice.
Maybe. That's a good item.
I found a life shroom. Hell yeah. Yeah, might as well save.
And then I'd say try to go through that door in the back and see if there's anything back there.
Hello, it's your save screen, ready to call ya. How you doing, Aya? You finally find your, destiny? I'll call you later. Huh.
Oh, there's a couple chests back there.
Really wish I could see what's in the fucking box before I pick it up.
Fade +2 for your armor.
Another tool.
Tool. But you have to figure out how to use tools, because we don't know how to use them.
Well, we need to go back to the police station.
Oh, gotcha. Then we'll have to do that.
I don't know when we're gonna get access to our world map anymore.
Oh, we better, because we need to also find the guy who lets us dump items and see if he lets us dump the fucking keys, because that's 3 fucking slots of shit in our inventory. I doubt we need those.
Well, let's use it. Okay, time to leave Walgreens. And go to the future. Do I need to get on the driver's side?
That's interesting.
Hell yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna drive through all the buildings. It's gonna be fucking great. I don't know why he's saying that, because, like, judging from last night, there should be, like, a ton of fucking cars, like, crashing all over the roads.
I don't know. But go to the police station to see if you can do any shit. And use the tools.
Just dump everything forever.
Basically.
Well, it still seems like everything's in order, even though we evacuated the whole city and then barred all the entrances. Your classic work dispute. So what are we gonna tune up here?
Probably the guns we just got.
How do I do this?
Okay, so pick a gun.
Do I take it out of this gun?
Yeah, we must. Or something. So it breaks down the one.
No.
Okay, so the first gun you pick gets fused into the second gun you pick? Is that what it looked like happening? Was the M16 still our strongest gun, or do we have a stronger gun now?
I think we might have a strong... Well, we might have a good handgun, at least.
Okay, so that's 32. That's 33. What's the M16? 35. Okay. Yeah, I say take the two guns we don't need and smash them into one of the other three.
Well, let's give it a shot. What did that do? Oh, just higher stats.
It pumps up the stats. I think it also, see those bottom things that it has? Those bottom qualities? I think if it has an empty one, it will take one that's new that it doesn't have and put it over there. So, like, for example, see the machine gun, the M11?
Mm-hmm.
So it shoots 5 bullets at a time and has what I assume means it shoots really fast. I assume if we would eat the M11 into something, it would gain... Like, the thing that, if it has one of those empty slots that have nothing in it, it would gain that property. It would gain a property. But, so if you put that, hold on, how many does the M6G19 shoot at a time?
3.
Okay. So that's the same. I was thinking, because if one of the guns shoots 2 at a time or less than 3, I was saying maybe fuse it into that. But everything shoots more than 3, or at least 3, I think, now.
To be honest, on the other two guns, it seems like it gives it a... Well, this one's just a straight disadvantage. This one gives it a disadvantage. So, should we just smush it into the M16 again?
Yeah, I guess, just to get rid of it. It frees up spots in the inventory, and we're not going to use these guns forever. I'd say slap the other vest into your vest you're currently wearing.
No, that's not going to happen.
What happens if you reverse that?
Yeah.
I don't know if the numbers work out better in the long run for that.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember there's base numbers we're not seeing right now. Alright.
Can I take that treasure box?
You can. Okay.
No, it was just 6 bullets.
Anyway, can you discard the keys if you talk to that guy and choose the discard items option? Not that guy, the other guy I think had the discard.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have this thing.
Try the G19 because it has that empty spot. Maybe this is how we can fill that spot too.
Oh, we just add a slot.
This adds a spot. Okay. Find a gun that we want an additional spot on then. Yeah, that. We can add a spot to that. There we go.
We have to. They animated him tuning it up.
I guess.
Sort of. No, I just went over there and juggled a little bit. Yeah, I heard you the first time, buddy. Okay, do you have a... Yeah, you have a storage option, don't you?
He has a storage option and he has a discard option, but maybe we can't discard the keys. Oh, so that's literally just junk items he discards. Okay. So select the keys, move them, storage. Yeah, there we go. So we can dump the keys into storage. We can also jump the tool into storage because we can only use that here. There we go. Now we freed up a fuck ton of our stuff.
This thing?
Oh yeah, we can also probably move that, yeah. Keep the guns, I guess, for now.
Okay, well, let's, I guess, just explore the city and hope we find something.
Maybe. Otherwise, it's 11 o'clock. I have to get up tomorrow because I have to go to St. Cloud earlier in the day to help my parents with something before the party, so...
Yeah, that's gonna take you about an hour and a half at best.
Yeah, this might be a good stopping point.
Well, I think there's a save room in the big office.
Yeah, there's a phone somewhere, I know.
Well, since we put about 3.5, I think it's 3.5 in. What do you think about Parasite Eve so far?
I'm liking it so far.
I'm kind of interested to see where it goes because, like I said, I think it's... I don't know if it's going to be able to keep it up, but it seems to be run like a crazy fast story right now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping the villain gets more interesting because right now, she's not that great. I just don't.
That's alright.
I just don't know anything. I just don't know that much about her and her whole deal.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out more.
So yeah, next week we're gonna be doing the. Well, we're gonna have to find time for it. It's gonna be the holiday weekend that we discussed earlier. But we are finally gonna be doing the big flashy ending of Danganronpa 2.
Yes.
It's the big final act. We revealed that the bomb was counting down to reality collapsing, which I didn't see coming. I don't know if anybody else saw that coming too. That seemed like kind of an outside bet. So yeah, it's probably gonna be... I think we discussed doing the Danganronpa spin-off after that, and it's, basically, from me, it's gonna be Parasite Eve for probably the next 12 weeks at the very least, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we probably have a good chunk of Danganronpa stuff left too, because we have Ultra Despair Girls, and then after Ultra Despair Girls, we'll get to V3.
And you said that this girl's game is a full game. This isn't just gonna be like a 7-hour 2-shot.
Yeah, it's a full game. It looks like. I went and looked up how long it takes to beat it, and it's a full game. I don't remember the specifics of how long it takes to beat it, but I was surprised because I was actually expecting it to be a smaller game.
So, with a good view on our great leather jacket, we will see you next time on the Thanksgiving episode of The Balancing Act. And I hope you guys have a good night.
See you later.
Come on. I love how Chrome just fucking decided to stop working and I can't hit the fucking end stream button. And there it finally goes.
Alright, there we go.
Well, I think it's ended, so we should be fine. Oh, yep, that's Resident